reviewing that show. We here review that show. And if we think we can, then we can still view that show. All the people be trying to view like us, but you know they can. It's Marty, and that's it.
Review that show, bitch!
But I bought that mug I bought 2K thinking like, oh man, I'm just gonna go nuts on fucking 2K, right? And nigga didn't play 2K for that whole fucking week. But all I heard was everybody talking about how fucking amazing Spiderman was. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, I made the wrong decision.
Spiderman
is
fucking amazing.
I feel like it's gonna go on sale on Black Friday, so I'm like, at this point, I might as well just wait.
That's the move I'm gonna do for my wrestling game. Cause I'm a wrestling head, son. So I get all the wrestling games and shit. And I have to choose between getting this wrestling or something else. I forgot, but like, that Cyber Monday shit be real.
Right.
Yes.
It's like, I'm not well. If I can hold off now, this long.
Yeah, we're at the end of October. I can wait them little 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I can wait those little 3 weeks, man. I ain't mad.
My only thing is everybody done beat that mug now.
But I mean, it's still great story, dog. Like I swear, like the Spider-Man game, dog. They change enough of the story that it's changed in a cool way. Mm-hmm. They make cool changes.
So it's not the movie Spider-Man, but enough good shit of Spider-Man in general.
That's the hilarity.
What?
It is. They mix all the incarnations of Spider-Man in a way that we know. Like sometimes when you playing a game, it's like that's some Tobey Maguire type shit. Sometimes you might feel some Andrew Garfield. Even the way they have Peter Parker looking, you look like, damn, he look like all them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Like a mush up.
Dog, I'm trying to tell you, they did the same thing with Norman Osborn's on there. When I look at him, I'm like, you look a little bit like Will Dafoe with a little Christopher Walken, a little bit of things from the comics. It's like they blended and they you know, and they changed. They got Miles on there. But they changed.
They got Miles Morales on there?
But you gonna get to play with him. But he's in the story.
Okay.
And they changed his background a little bit so it could connect with. Like they did like I said, they took liberties with the story that made sense.
All right.
So I give Spider-Man PS4. Yeah, all the way.
Damn. Yeah. See, I haven't spoken to one person who didn't like it, dude. Everybody's in love with that game, man. People just like fucking like, you know what the trippy part is? It's like I know there's no way that I'm not gonna like it, but I'm one of those people where it's like, man, if everybody on the bandwagon, man, fuck that shit.
Nope.
But like on this one,
nope.
Nah,
nope.
I'm kinda. I don't care if y'all ain't got no room. If it's standing room only left on the bandwagon, I stand.
Come stand.
You did.
Come stand on this bandwagon.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Come stand on this bandwagon, my friend. Because it's a worthy stand.
Street kick. All right.
It's a street kick. It's a worthy stance, dog. I have nothing but great things to say about the Spider-Man game. Just like I have nothing but great things to say about Daredevil, which we're about to get into.
This makes me want to go back and watch the first two seasons. That like the second one I didn't give enough justice to. The first one, of course, was great, but man, I really want to go back and just take this whole thing in as one big gulp.
All right, man. But before we get into Daredevil, man, welcome to the Reviewing Dat Show. You dig? This that actor guy, Mr. Bats, in the building, man. In this mug, representing the FlyWithBats Podcast.
Whoop whoop. And here with the other Marty.
Evil Marty.
Your favorite Marty. Your favorite Marty. Oh man, somebody's got to die. I don't know how long it's gonna be I don't know how long I'm going to be co-hosting the Your30. I mean, I think eventually we got to have a cage match. Mm-hmm. Just find out who's going to be the official favorite host. So, you know, it's going to happen. But yeah, here with the favorite host, Marty. What's going on, y'all? Check me out at lowrainpictures.com, where I co-host a show there, for the moment, with the Arrogant Observer, called Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant... Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer.
Oh, man, so shouts out to Arrogant Observer, man. Like, I was talking to him. I was saying on our last podcast, two things. One was...
spirited debate there.
Wait, what you mean?
Oh, no, you had a spirited conversation there.
Or which one? I'm lost. We just finished recording.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know what space you're in.
I'm talking about the one where y'all went through the whole Kanye West conversation at the White House. Like moment for moment. and he's just like, oh my God.
Dog, I watched it live, bro. I had to keep it 100. I watched it live, bro. And that was just, man, hopefully people listening got into that. Cause
He was like, I've been trying not to watch it until this moment. And then he clicked it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my God.
I tried to ride with you, dog. I'm a Kanye West apologist, but he got a lot more work to do.
I respect you though, because I think I come from the same place. Because you're like, you're old like Kanye head, and it's just kind of like, I remember that shit, nigga, like that. That meant something, and like basically I just echo basically everything that y'all said, but like that, all that shit back in that heyday, in that time period, that shit meant a lot, and it's a moment in time now, because now we telling our kids about that shit, it's not gonna feel the same. But
he gonna evolve again. That's the thing about
you think
artists.
So?
Hell yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
This is not
cool.
gonna
That's
be,
interesting.
This isn't gonna be Kanye West's final form, though.
Oh, really?
I strongly believe I'm calling like right now, because I can say fuck Kanye West right now. Fuck him for walking back. George Bush don't care about black people. Fuck him for looking down on black people like he Cosby and shit right now. Fuck him for the headspace that he's in right now. But I wholeheartedly believe that over the next decade, Kanye gonna come back. He gonna come back around. I know when it's all said and done, we will look back on Kanye finally. We're gonna just call this moment one of his little, it was an episode in the life of Kanye West. I mean, we watching the movie back. The movie gonna have the highs and lows and craziness. So when the Kanye West story come out, this time gonna be crazy, dog. But I don't think he's forever gone. If he is, that is unfortunate, and everybody plug in the college dropout.
Let's not forget the good old days. Let's not forget yet, at least.
Drug dealing just to get by. Stack your money till it gets sky. We wasn't supposed to make it past 25. Joke's on you, we still alive. Throw your hands up in the sky. Say we don't care what people say.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh, that felt good in the soul.
That felt good in the soul.
That did feel good in the soul, my nigga, yeah.
God damn it.
I know, I'm with you, my dude. I was there with you, dog. I'm with you.
Man,
I'm on your side, brother.
Shouts out to the adorable asshole, the fat girl Nola, J.Steel, man. She out of town right now. She went to go to this thing in Georgia, the coaching, audition coaching class. You know what I mean? Getting the actor skill up. I'm like, okay, go ahead, get up, girl. Go ahead and do that, man. Get better yourself. And she ain't seen none of Daredevil, so it make no sense to drag her along this ride.
Did she catch up at all of any of them?
Nothing. She been in Atlanta and just been out, been gone.
Just doing her thing.
Doing a motherfucking thing. All
right, well, I can't be mad at that.
We even got an email from my homie Peanut. Shouts out to you, Peanut. But since Jay still ain't here, I'm gonna wait till, because we about to record we got to do double duty on Black Lightning
this week.
So
right.
when we do,
I haven't watched this week too, by the way.
Oh, the one that passed?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Did I watch it?
I have it on the DVR. I just haven't watched it.
I watched it.
You did? Did you like it?
This
spoiler alert.
One. What was the first episode? What happened in the first episode? Because now I don't get a mix.
First episode was when
this wasn't Wind Girl, right?
Nessa's wait, what?
Wind Girl.
No.
Okay, that's the one passed. Okay. This past episode I liked it. I'm curious to see what you guys say about it, Kevin. Whenever you come, Kevin, my dude Kevin, K-Jax.
He coming.
I don't know when he coming. I just know he coming. And I'm gonna keep fucking with him.
That's your friend that said he be mad when he
hate Black Lightning.
Don't like it. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, no.
Come on through, K-Jax.
Yes, please come through, Kevin.
Because every time I say I like it, I'm gonna think of him. I like this episode of Black Lightning. I just picture, because Kevin, he a big guy. He's like about 6 foot something, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so I can just imagine him just hulking out like, you motherfuck Black Lightning up.
You know what I don't like?
Your taste sucks, bats.
You know what I don't like either? I've been persuaded. I don't like this shit either. You're right.
I love it. And I'm also, you didn't watch the latest episode of Titans, huh?
No, I didn't get the file, and then I tried to watch it, somewhere else. And it kept stalling out, in the first, I had to be first 6 minutes or so. So, what happened, I got up into the point where, they're what is it, Hawk or Eagle?
Hawk and Dove,
they're chilling, they do anything or whatever. And, my man, clearly finishes first, and unfortunately. And then something happens where your girl goes to the medicine cabinet, And I swear, I don't know what happens when she gets to the medicine cabinet, but I can't get any further than that. Tried to skip forward to see maybe if I can skip the scene. I don't know.
They got people who hate that show.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude.
You hate it?
I
can't wait because I like the second episode too.
You do?
And
Okay.
I'm like, oh my god, dog! It must be how people
watch.
sound when I hear them say they love Gotham. I'm like, you love Gotham? Okay, interesting.
I respect it. I don't. Wow.
What?
You like it?
Dude, like, cause
Dude,
the thing, it's okay. You know me, dog. You know me, son. If something's bad, I would tell you, even if it's bad. I know why people don't like Titans. Okay. Even when I'm watching it, I see, that's whack. I see why people wouldn't like this and that. But there must be the comic nigga nerd in me and the DC guy nigga in me, dog. Because even though I watch, because it's like watching. Really,
are you super excited to see it live on screen?
It's akin to watching Gotham for me, dog. Okay. Because when I watch Gotham, in the same episode, they might have 3 things I hated and 3 things I loved. And it's like a train wreck of, you know what? Because, like, I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I'm going to get you that episode, too. Okay. And there's, like, a few things in it that I can't wait to talk to you about. Because I'm like, damn, I really like that. But they got a few things in it, I'm like, okay. Because, like, one thing I will say that is not translating the best for me, especially watching the Hawk and Dove episode, was I know they got some comic book purists that like to see the suits look as close to comic book as they can.
Yeah, right.
And that don't always look right. I don't like Hawk and Dove costumes. Even live action.
They don't look like the comic?
I'm not a Hawk and Dove. I don't know shit much about them in the comics. I looked them up and I'm just
as far as you can tell, yeah.
They look close enough, but I'm saying when I'm watching it in action, it feels like somebody was a purist about it and was like, let's get it as close to comic book accurate as we can. Like her feathers look like feathers. Yeah. And it looks weird live action. Like usually when you're watching something like today's time, they would have made an excuse for her to have feathers. Mm-hmm. Like her feathers, and she does use them like blades, but when they're not looking like blades, they're looking like weird feathers, so she look like a chicken lady running around. And I'm like, nah, son. Okay, there gotta be some way she can pack them feathers in, or they like some wings that go in and out when she press a button or something. I don't know, it look weird when she run around with the feathers.
I see that issue.
And Hawk look like the Tick.
Do we see? Oh, kind of. Or yeah, he does.
Nigga. And I liked Hawk.
I can't argue with that.
And what's funny is I liked them both out of costume throughout this episode. Yeah. I kind of dug him.
A little bit of it.
Hawk was like a meathead nigga, but...
Do we see him again in costume after...
This whole episode's about them. The name of that episode is Hawk and Dove.
Oh, okay.
So, like, Robin gonna make an appearance, but it's gonna be Hawk, Dove, and Robin in the episode. And Raven.
And Raven.
Those are gonna be in the episode. No Starfire, no Beast Boy in this one.
Alright, fair enough.
But, like, I watched it through and, like, Hawk is a dumbass meathead, but the things that he gets meatheaded about, I was like, you know what, Hawk? I understand why you got mad about that, you feel me? And...
No spoiler alert. Well, maybe spoiler. Is Hawk juicing?
I don't know. They don't show it.
Oh, okay. Did they explain what it was he was taking in the beginning in the tub? It was like cortisone shots, maybe.
Yeah, that was just like regular shit.
Yeah,
because that wasn't because they didn't play into it or nothing like that.
It's not. Yeah, like he didn't.
It was like adrenaline. It wasn't no shit like that happened with him and didn't like. It's like.
I was like, that's interesting.
No spoilers, but I'm gonna say this. Okay, this is a light spoiler.
Okay.
That big nigga get his ass whipped. So it's like that nigga is juicing. He juicing the wrong way in this episode. In this episode, he wasn't like this big heroic Hulk or nothing.
I haven't seen the whole thing, and that's why I wanted to sort of wait before I rendered my full opinion. But first off, like in terms of introduction, I was kind of like, oh, this is a shitty introduction for this character.
I mean,
this is not the best.
It wasn't the best intro, but once again, like I kind of dug him. I kind of dug Dove.
Okay.
I dug the F-bombs. I know some people might feel like they just dropping F-bombs for F-bombs' sake, but I'm 1/3 of the Potty My Pothead podcast. I love the F word, so every time they say fuck, I know the little boy in me goes, yes, they said fuck.
And every time they say fuck, I'm reminded, oh yeah, that's right. This is something completely different.
This
this is a place where they can say fuck.
And that's another thing. It's some jarring elements with tone at times. At times, it feels like it's deadly serious, and sometimes it feels like another world. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like I said, when you got me in the serious world, and I look at Hawk and Dove costumes, I'm like, nah.
Not working.
When you got me in the comic-y world looking at Robin and Rachel, that works.
Yeah.
So I got faith they got 2 seasons to put this shit together, and I'm not against it. There's a certain charm about it. And like I said, there's a certain element, the bad guys that appear in this story are interesting to me. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Are people what's the temperature in terms of other people who are watching this? Are people digging this?
Mixed.
It's mixed.
It's mixed.
So there are people that are digging it.
Yeah,
like you're not by yourself.
Now, not by myself that I like liking it, but I'm not in the majority.
But like everybody was here, like Rel and J.Steel. Everybody else liked it, right? I'm remembering that,
J.Steel
right?
dug it. Rel dug it.
Okay, yeah.
Devin dug it because me and D just watched it before you got here. That's why I texted you earlier if you can come through whenever. Because me and D was laying up here just watching Titans and shit.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so.
Y'all watched the second episode too?
Yeah, that's what we was watching. Because we watched because the first time I watched the first episode, D-Mac was over. So we just happened to watch it and he dug it. So I was like, well, next time I watch it, if you over and he's
digging it, so he's on board too. Okay, so I'm the holdout.
But once again, these are varying degrees of D not a comic head. He just weird shit. So this is up his alley.
Yeah.
Same with J.Steel. J.Steel's like American Horror Story fan. And speaking of American Horror Story, she had the idea of us reviewing American Horror Story.
Which this current season?
This current season and backlogging it if we can get to that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'd love to do that.
We'll probably start with this current season.
I'm a shit on a couple seasons.
I mean, I've only seen the one I was in.
Oh, and that's the best one.
Coven?
Yeah.
People talk about the first three, honestly. They say the first three were awesome.
Yeah, I just started hearing people say the second season was good, but it was such a period piece drag for me that it started off interesting and then it ended really interesting. But everything in the middle was just like, God damn, we really have to do this? How long does this have to? Does it have to take this long? But anyway, the first three are probably the staples of the show itself. So yeah, definitely, I'd be definitely down for that. Have you? I don't even know what this season's about. Do you?
I've been around her and she'll put on.
She's watching it right now?
Yeah, she'll be watching this season. So I've been watching this season, but apparently this season is a love letter to people who've been watching it because they've been incorporating like elements from all the previous seasons.
Oh, really?
So that's the big deal about this season.
Damn, I gotta watch this one then. Okay.
Yeah, so that's another thing for us to watch this season and review it. We're not gonna be the best reviewers.
Yeah,
because we ain't gonna know the little ticky ticks.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? That seems like one of those shows that's such a train wreck. Because like I said, like there's certain shows I put in the same like Gotham, Empire, American Horror Story. Because I'll be watching American Horror Story and they'll get to some point where it's so preachy and goofy. I'm like, this is stupid. And then they'll do something fire. And I'm like, whoa, that was cool. Like there's these fucking throwing shit at the fucking wall shows that I'll just give passes to because I'm like, all right, you're supposed to be a train wreck. You been watching Empire?
Yes.
How you feel right now about it? What's your temperature on Empire right now?
I just kind of go with it, man. It's one of those things where it's just like I kind of just want to know who's in the casket, man. I mean, just stop jerking me around and let me know who's in the casket. In terms of the show itself, my level of enjoyment from episode to episode, I'm starting to get a little annoyed with some of the characters where I kind of thought like, oh, this is charming and this can go on forever. It's like, nah, this cat's he's gotta grow because this is his issue every fucking season. And I'm speaking specifically to Hakeem, who I guess is kind of struggling with something real this season. With
no guess that man started fucking, especially for his maturity level. Yeah. That's some major shit. He's
some major shit.
He's a father of two now. Yeah. His baby mom was murdered by his brother.
Yes.
He can't rap, and that's the thing that he found his fucking confidence and his fucking give a fuck in.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's drunk right now and he's suffering from PTSD. That's a lot for this little immature little fucker, dog. You gotta give him that.
Even when things are at their height for him, he's still like just the most selfish, only thinking about. Now, granted,
I'm a Hakeem apologist, dog. I'm gonna say this up front.
Granted, don't get me wrong. Because like the way things are gonna turn for him for what's going on with what is her name? The baby mama.
His white boy trying to smash.
Exactly. Like
with his words.
With his words. Was so fucked up. And I don't know, because it seems like that wasn't that character's makeup. Like
the white
character,
boy?
Yeah. Like
he got swag over these 2 years. You gotta think about it too. Because that's the thing when they do a flash forward. We're 2 years into the future, and since he the one who saved Hakeem and shot his own part, he became a superstar status.
Right.
So a certain kind of ego and confidence and shit come with that. His head style change, his gear up. He ain't the little humble nigga we knew last season.
Right.
He think
he's somebody different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to shoot shot. But I'm like, dog, you ain't following no code. You gonna shoot at the... That's not just that man girl, though. That's that man baby moms.
Yeah, like that's just you fucking with something. And this is, I don't know. There's not like there was a real connection there. Her connection to you is his fucking words.
His words.
So,
but that's gonna be the slip. Cause she ain't necessarily her guards are down because she's so mad at Hakeem and shit. But it's like,
but they still kind of like he's like another thing too about him. He is sort of trying, like at least from what I remember that last episode.
He ate the pussy.
He is trying. Yeah, right. You know, he's trying.
It's about you, girl.
He's trying. It's all about me. It's all about you.
It's about you. Girl.
So you know what I'm saying. But I mean, like they're still engaged with one another to some extent. So it's not like that nigga's completely out the picture.
Yeah, I was happy to see it. I was like, go get your girl,
yeah,
bruh.
No, you need to put in some work, dog. You need to start showing your journals or some shit. Homeboy, your boy is not your boy. Your boy is not your boy.
He is not your boy, son.
I mean, but hey. But yeah, it's definitely a train wreck.
Andre, my nigga, son. I love me some Andre. And I think they're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill fucking Andre.
Him?
And I love Andre. Andre's like for the
longest
found a
pocket for him.
On this show for the long nigga. It's been there. Just people ain't just catching up to the fact that he is Lucius's son. He is the true son of Lucius' line, and they've been showing this shit all fucking series. He's been the most ruthless. He's been the most tactical. Like Jamal and Hakeem weren't tactical, dog. Andre always showed themselves to be truly manipulative and tactical, son. Even the freaking mental illness come from Lucius' mom, nigga. That is Lucius' son, and now that he done gone to crime school, he is really Lucius now, son. But I feel where Lucius coming from on my son. Lucius, I don't want you going back.
Lucius is still
he ain't the white, bro. Yes, he don't want his son going back. No,
he don't know. It's all that stuff too. What I'm saying is, where he was just Lucius before, he's now both. He's now a little bit of the white.
He got a little the white, but I don't. But I also no. But this is what I want. Dude, no, this is what I want to attribute to him. I don't want to cheat like that. Okay. I want to say Lucius' line actually has grown over these seasons. Because think about it. He's back with his wife. He got his kids. He realized some shit. Cookie really made over this time. He's lost a lot. Like, I really feel like, even if the Dwight is there, I feel like Lucius grew as a character. And, because you gotta remember this, Andre was calling him soft, but he was really, he might have gotten soft for real, naturally, just being out of the game. On top of, he don't want Andre to go to jail trying to be hard.
Right. Well, yeah, that whole thing of him just showing up, I'm like, is anybody gonna mention that if anybody just sees you fleeing the scene after hearing a gunshot, that's some shit that could get you locked back up again.
I mean, but these niggas ain't snitching. I was tripped out when he pulled out that gun, though.
Oh.
Actually, no fucking where. I was like, oh shit, Dre, let's go.
I knew that boy was going to turn Pitbull at some point. It's like,
I knew he was going to turn Pitbull, but I didn't know it was going to be a gun.
Oh, you didn't know it was going to be a gun?
I thought he beat somebody up, nigga. He shot that nigga in the leg.
Yeah.
He let Lou know.
Nah, okay, that's the thing I didn't see coming. The gun, yeah. The shoot no boy in the knee?
Straight up.
No way.
Because he was talking brown shit.
He sure the fuck was, but like, honestly, he gave him no other option.
Son,
it's just I didn't see he had it in him to pull it like
man,
that.
Man, Dre been in jail, son.
Yeah.
And I feel him because like dog, the first nigga Dre, like this niggas is hustling you, son. And Dre was right, the word gonna get out. But this dude told Lucius to his face, you ain't gonna do shit. You a bitch. I'm not giving you no money. Like as if you have the money, but I'm not gonna give you the money. You know, I know you. I owe you, bitch. What?
Having to go, man. I don't know. That whole thing is just a humbling experience. Having to go back to I don't know. I guess the trippy part is too. And yeah, I do fucking rock with Andre now. Is because every fucking thing he said just basically played out. Yep. He just gave him the whole playbook, and boom, all that shit went out exactly how he did.
Pause, my nigga. You said now. What I'm saying is Andre's always been my favorite brother.
Has he?
From the very first season.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that. He was very low on my radar.
Oh my god!
But I knew he was valuable.
I thought he was the best actor on the show for a minute, aside from Taraji and Terrence. Like for real, he was doing it for me in the first season when they started exposing his mental illness. He had all the moments and shit. You see, this nigga's really like he's having to do some heavy loads character wise. Like these other cats are kind of being themselves. The guy playing Jamal wants to actually be a singer. That's kind of like who he is. The dude playing Hakeem, he wants to be a rapper. That's kind of who he actually is. This dude over here is acting. What's up, Trey? You know what I mean? Like, I see you over here really doing a balancing act here with this. With like they didn't give his character much, but what they gave his character every time. Trey knocked that bitch out the fucking park.
You know what? When you make that argument for him, I agree.
He been doing it, and in every season, everything they give him, from when he was trying to take down his brothers to he trying to kill his pa. Every time, I'm like, damn, they like
he whooping
some shit. Like, dude, you can't trust this nigga.
You know what? Now that you mention it, like he's the true chameleon, cause
he lose.
Yeah.
He loses pride.
I was just like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, he has always, but it's like I never never saw you before this moment.
He's there. He's right there in your
But
face.
no, you're right. You make a compelling argument.
Because, dude, like, you know what I mean? Jamal and Keem, like, they, like, and even Ark.
I always lean on them. You know what?
He's grown the most out of the three brothers.
Who?
Dre.
Oh, yeah. Well,
The other two
can we arguably say that he's gone through?
All three of them, all their whole family been through some shit. And like I said, both Keem, all of them have grown. Everybody in the family has grown. Yeah. What I'm saying is I'm going to compare the three brothers. Keem has grown, but he's still kind of Keem. Yes. Maul is grown, but he's still kind of Maul. They just been through some shit, but they still kind of them. Yeah. Dre went from feeling like he was not loved, feeling like he had to overdo all this, feeling like he was hated by his family, feeling like he had to take down his family, feeling like, you know, he went through all this shit to now truly and fully being outsider. I'm part of the family, and we gonna build, and you ain't a threat. I just love that the family aren't threats to each other anymore. I like them fighting outside forces, dog. Right. It took a minute to get here, and I want to stay here.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, okay, that's where this show really works for me, is when everybody's all on the same team. Yeah. And we're all fighting toward the same goal. Now the trippy part is I really want to wait for I really would like to see what's gonna happen when this other shoe drops with Felicia Rashad in prison and shit, because that shit is fun. She visiting all her little meetings and shit.
That boy D-Mac said she visiting Bill. But Felicia and Bill in jail. I said, Joe, it was one of the past episodes. D-Mac said that. Felicia and Bill in jail. God damn it. I was like, you motherfucker. Guys, that bitch.
It's true.
At least one is fiction. But I love that she's a whole boss on this show. Like, she's the super villain. She's Apocalypse. She's Magneto, whatever.
Who knew, man? It's like, she's the villain of the year.
Who knew? Claire
Huxtable, the one we love so.
She's the epitome, right? She's the epitome of like black womanhood and shit. Yeah. And she's the best villain that probably is under many people's radars who's not watching Empire no more, because, you know, Empire ain't the show that it was. But
yeah, have you heard anything about like ratings and stuff dropping?
I mean, they've been dropped from where they were. They still like you gotta remember when Empire first dropped, they were breaking records. Yeah. You know what I mean? That happens with a lot of shows. You know, they start strong.
Nobody saw Drip Drop coming.
What I'm saying is, it's not like it gets bad ratings. It's just like it's never gonna top what it did. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it found its niche, and, you know, it's making good enough ratings to stay on air, and people still who watch it, you know, watching it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know who's gonna die though. You know, but they got Mario. Maybe he's gonna die.
Yeah, Mario. The addition of Mario. I don't know. I dig Mario. It's good to see him back in, because I'm like, you know what? I haven't really heard no music from Mario, I feel like, in a while. So it's like, yeah, this is good. This is a nice little boost for you.
Empire gonna be the new like the reality shows when your career been falling off.
Just kind of
you trying to get back in the spotlight. Like go be on Empire. You know what I'm saying? Then drop a single. You gonna be back.
And you back on top.
You back on top, baby.
Oh man, they don't want that reputation.
I'm saying, Mario didn't do too bad in that joint. Like,
no, he did pretty good, man. He's always been pretty solid as far as I've seen him. I've only really seen him in a couple of things, but he's always been solid in it.
I just always got a harder eye when it's someone coming crossing over, you know, into different craft. I'm like, fair enough. You come into my acting craft, I got one eye open, one eye closed, looking at you. Like, let me see what you gonna do here. But he was real earnest in his portrayal. You know, he seemed believable and trustworthy. That's all you really needed with that character. You know what I mean? And I like that Cookie's arc in that episode was, at first she was dealing kind of with him like a music person, like a businesswoman, like a shiesty, not shiesty,
but like, you know, she gotta sell him.
Some of her shit seemed a little fake, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna make you a star and all this shit. Oh, you And then I like when she met up with his sister that was sick. She saw him as a person, and she realized, man, I gotta do what's best for this little boy. And that's the beauty that will always wait for all their characters is their heart.
Okay, what I would say is, I think I don't really feel like she was being fake or what's the word you use?
She put up she came with her representative instead of Cookie.
Oh, you mean like she wasn't herself?
Yeah, she came with, or maybe she came with Cookie, and the person that we love is whatever her real name is. I be forgetting. Oh, Lawrence, help me, wherever you are.
Oh shit!
What's her real name?
I don't remember.
It's something weird.
They do call her by her real
name.
Only
her sister calls her that shit.
Calls it by her
all
name.
the time.
Damn. Okay.
It's like something like Landry or something. Yeah, something close to that shit.
It's not coming to me. But yeah. Okay. All right. I can, to a certain extent. I felt like it was still Cookie, but it was business Cookie,
and that's
versus not family Cookie, right?
Family Cookie,
yeah.
Especially if you're doing the ground up.
Agreed. But I felt like she still, like, she meant every word that she said. She was gonna make this man a star, but it was just gonna be a slower process. And this cat seemed like he was in a position where he needed that money a lot quicker than later.
Mean, that's real.
And they were gonna be able to give him a better turnaround. So
that's
what
she realized.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
right.
at first when she was trying to get him, it felt like she was trying to get him. But she just couldn't. But she good people, so sometimes it wasn't
right.
It wasn't as superficial as Empire would do it.
Right.
But it's just because they do these certain camera angles with her, this smile and this look that she had, and I'm like,
I see what you said. Like the desperation in her bitch is. I see. No.
That's what it was. Desperation.
Yeah.
Yo.
It's like. You don't really sort of sound like you.
No.
When desperate is just spilling off of your breath.
That what it was.
Yeah, I got you.
That what it was.
No, I completely agree with that.
That what it was. Maul man missing.
Wait, who?
Jamal man missing.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Did you watch Sense 8?
Nope.
No? Okay. All right, he was, I remember that cat from there. He played somebody, actually. But anyway, I was kind of hoping... I'm hoping he's not gone, dude, because like that was awfully quick to bring that guy in.
Get rid of him.
You think fuck him?
It's like this is what I'm saying. The actor does his job.
Yeah.
The character is what it is.
Yeah.
I just don't give a fuck about him. I just give no fuck about that guy being there. Him not being in the story helps nothing. I think Jamal's better when he's single and heartbroken. Get rid of him. Jamal's gonna find.
He writes better music.
Arrogant observer always says this. Maul can't have male friends. He keeps fucking them all.
He can't.
So it's the truth, dog. Like
it's true.
He's gonna find a new man by the third episode after this guy's death, dog. Like they're gonna
bring somebody at the funeral. They're
gonna bring in Frank Ocean or somebody to play.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Jamal's boyfriend.
Don't say that.
Something. Some celebrity looking.
Oh no! You've doomed the show.
For all we know, Mario character could be gay. He gonna meet Jamal. We gonna have some Mario Mall action.
God.
Some Maulio. We gonna do some Maulio.
Man. Oh wow.
Just saying.
You just blew my mind.
I'm just saying, dog.
If everybody involved had just a little bit of exploration to explore that idea, Jesus Christ, we break the records. You think they broke records before?
Yup.
Oh my God,
Mario.
that's insane. Oh man. Okay. Wow.
Shouts out to Luke Cage.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Luke Cage.
Man. So are we gonna talk about that now, or?
I mean, I'm just
I
get some quick hits before we get to Daredevil. Like Luke Cage got cancer. I talked about it on our last podcast a little bit. But how you feel about it?
Has that been released already?
I don't
No, not yet.
No,
yeah.
Side A has, Side B recorded today, so it's probably
okay.
Probably on Side A shit. Yeah, because Ambassador that moment I was mad about it.
Man, I never get notifications. How does everybody get notifications on their phone when the podcast drop? Like,
just pop up with a notification.
It doesn't. Like mine doesn't do that. I don't know. It's weird. I always have to go and refresh it. But I don't know, dude. I don't. This doesn't feel good. I don't feel like we're really gonna see Luke Cage very much, or at least not in the capacity. I don't know. It's just it feels sort of like they're kind of cleaning house, but I don't know, dude. I don't like this. I'm not happy about the cancellation.
See, what I said on the last episode was basically one. I don't like that. Even what I'm about to say next, I don't like that they canceled this show where we left our hero. They about to do the Shadowland thing from Daredevil, which is when, you know what I mean, Luke basically becomes the Kingpin, because that's what Daredevil did. He became the Kingpin. So Luke the Kingpin, and he got to realize he's getting too close to the dark side in doing that. And I was saying, I think previously on the review on that, I was like, okay, when Iron Fist got canceled, I was like, okay, let's make Iron Fist a main character in Luke Cage, and he's the one that helps bring Luke back to the light, you know what I mean, et cetera, et cetera. And then we could do Heroes for Hire. But what it feels like is going to happen, at least at this point, which I hope is going to happen, is they got rid of Luke Cage and they got rid of Iron Fist so they can turn those shows into Heroes for Hire and Daughters of the Dragon. Because that's a lot more money to be paying if you have a Luke Cage show, Iron Fist show, a Daughters of the Dragon show with those same characters, and a Heroes for Hire show with those same characters. That's like extra slots and extra money and extra production teams when we can just cancel Luke Cage and Iron Fist and make it one show. and then spin off that 4th slot to be Daughters of the Dragon with Misty and Colleen. Colleen got an Iron Fist of her own, so you don't didn't even be on that show because Colleen got superpowers and shit. It's like, you know what I mean?
She's the hero.
She's the superpower one, and Misty's, the one without the powers. And she got the fucking super fist of goddamn self with the metal joint. So, you know what I mean? They both got their joints. So, even if that was your plan, I still would have rather y'all do a Luke Cage season 3 because season 2 was good. The different Iron Fist was never good. Season 2 was just better than season 1. But the first half of season 1 of Luke Cage was good. And I can't even say half because they didn't kill Cottonmouth till like episode 8 or 9. I always thought it was like 6. But when you watch it back, it's like 8. So that's even more than half. It was all good up until Cottonmouth's death. Yeah. You know what I mean? Up until the point when Diamondback stepped in and shot Luke and jumped the fence. He jumped the shark. When he came in with that shark jump right there. Yeah. But everything else in that show was great. Season 2 with Bushmaster was great.
Yeah. I mean, that still left an impression, and it's like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. If you're going to do, you could have finished it off with a season 3 of Luke Cage, let them turn Luke back good at the very least. Then you can cancel it after 3 seasons and then do us some Heroes for Hire with the same nigga, and we could rock.
We could, but yeah. So do you have faith that they're gonna do a Heroes for Hire? You think that's gonna be the next step for this?
I gotta hope. Only reason, I had more faith until I found out that Iron Fist got canceled. They didn't say why, but I think it's because it sucked.
Yeah, nobody liked it.
Luke Cage got canceled completely separately. They said because they was having creative differences back. They had nothing to do with the actors or nothing. Like the writers and the producers, they was having creative differences and people kept on bumping heads. So niggas said just fuck it. Like that's the talk coming from it. Yeah, that's what I said. Because if it would have just been a clean sweep of Iron Fist and Luke Cage gone, no explanation, then I'm going, ooh,
he's just gonna come back and later.
Boom, here's for hire. Boom. Yeah. But when you go, Iron Fist gone, but this is why Luke Cage is gone, and I'm like, nigga. I want the people who's behind the scenes of Luke Cage to just take and do Heroes for Hire. I don't want so I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just hoping amongst hope that you gave these heroes 2 seasons. Daredevil's still kicking. You ain't about to cancel Daredevil.
Yeah, not after what I just saw.
Come on, my nigga.
Nah, that's not
and off the dump.
That's a shoot in the foot. No, that's not even a shoot. That's a shot in the head.
In the fucking head at the same. Like you got one to your dick, one to your fucking.
Yeah,
pussy,
dude.
And you just pull them both at the same time. It don't even matter which one went off first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
same goes for Jessica Jones. Same goes for Punisher.
So that's what I'm saying. You still got 3 hits over there, which makes me feel like if you're not trying to set something up for your Disney streaming service at the very least. You gotta come on, bring them niggas back. Come on, do it for the fans. Do it for the fans. So I guess that's we gonna get it. They got some more common shit I want to talk about, but let's get into that. Let's get into that though. I'll say that for tomorrow because there's like certain shit like Wonder Woman movie getting pushed back till 2020. That's crazy.
What? Why? Is there a reason for that, or it just?
I mean, we're going to talk about it. We're going to review that lightning tomorrow. We get to review that lightning. We're going to talk about why Wonder Woman got pushed back and shit. And we're going to gander at, they're getting the dick out your mouth right now. In DC Comics, apparently they changed Dick Grayson's name to Rick Grayson for a very specific storyline. And I read the first comic book on that. We're going to talk about that when we get to reviewing that lightning. He's Rick Grayson, guys. And I just keep on making a joke with my partner because I got my friend. Shouts out to you, Paul, if you're listening. He hates Batman. Paul hates Batman. But he loves Nightwing. Nightwing is his favorite Bat Family person. He hates Bruce, and he always shows me about that, so we give each other shit. And I love Black Panther too, but my name Bats and I love Batman, so then he always throw that's why Black Panther kicked Bruce's ass. And I'm not gonna have that fight and talk with you right now. It's not fair. As a black person, I can't bet against Black Panther. But as a Batman fan, I can't bet against Bruce. That's wrong and indecent, sir.
They'd have to kill each other.
Motherfucker, I'm not in it. I'm not in it, dog. But he's so mad that they named this motherfucker Rick Grayson. I said, Paul, they're trying to get the dick out your mouth. That's all they're trying to do. It's just practicing getting the dick out your mouth, son. Dick Grayson's kind of hard for them. Oh shit, wow. I didn't mean to say it like that either. Well, zing! Dick Grayson's kind of hard, baby. But anyway. The blood has been lit. Let's get into talking about. I'm just having playing in the background, but we're not going episode by episode. Let's get into Daredevil.
Oh no, not 13, not 13.
Hell no, son. We get into Daredevil season 3.
I used to listen to people asking for help. That's what I was trying to do, was help people. But I was fooling myself. Darkness only responds to darkness. I'm Daredevil.
I have made many mistakes, but I accept the debt I'm paying because of them. Prison has changed me.
What is it you're saying?
I want to make a deal.
He's claiming to have changed, but they don't know him like I do.
The last time that we spoke, you threatened me. That is something that I cannot forgive.
I'll stop him for good this time.
There's only one way to stop me, but you're not going to do it.
You sure about that?
Just be careful that you don't become the monster.
Because I've tried to make this city a better place. I will tell the world who you really are. Someone who's now showing his true colors.
Sometimes you have to hurt one person for the greater good.
The city needs a new villain. I think I might have found him. Daredevil is our true public enemy.
According to eyewitnesses, the brutal attack has been carried out by none other than Daredevil.
Who are you?
I'm Daredevil.
Oh!
Okay.
My nigga.
So,
My nigga.
yeah. Where to begin?
Where to fucking begin? We only gonna cover from 1 to 11 because you only got to 11. Did you finish 11?
No, I got like 20 minutes or something left.
Of 11.
Of 11,
So you know most of 11, but you still got to come down to come down. Alright. So, oh my God. This is the best of all of them. Spoiler alert. Spoiler. We spoiling whatever the fuck we gonna spoil. If you have not been watching Daredevil Season 3 up to at least episode 12, I guess you gotta come back, people. You gotta come back. But it's the best. It's the best.
The best show or best season?
This is the best of all the Netflix shows. This
Okay.
season. This season is the best season of all the Netflix shows.
I agree. I haven't finished, so I can't wholeheartedly agree. I would say that for me,
my son said, "This pussy good, but I got enough first. I got enough before I can tell you."
I got it. Yeah. I got to I can't tell you it's amazing just yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's good so far.
Nah, it's good
but
so
damn
far.
good so far.
You know what I'm saying? Got to see what the end feel like though. But this show, this season was the most bingeable, I think, out of everything that they have available, like out of Jessica Jones, out of Luke Cage, out of everything. It's for me, it's right above Punisher because it was kind of a tie up until a certain point. But I think was it 4 when I texted you and I was telling you like they can't get any better than that? Was that in episode 4?
What happened in episode? Because I want to say something. I was just listening because there's one of these podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts about reviews and comic shit. And one of them in particular, there's one called Hero Movie Podcast. There was reviewing the first 6 episodes, and they marked that. They said they was digging the first 3, but something happened in 4. They say after 4 it don't let you go, and they're all one big blur in my head.
Oh,
so
really?
what 4 is? Because I don't even know what that is anymore. What 4?
So 4 is when Matt steals Foggy's ID.
Oh
goes into the
God,
prison.
that's when the epic new always scene happens.
Yeah, nigga. And like I said, my dude, they have yet to surpass that just yet. And they had some epic fights,
and when
but
King
nothing
hollers
kills
at
that
him
one.
on the phone, because he been looking at him through the fucking, oh God, that whole, oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my
that
God.
whole thing where you kind of think that nurse is like, wait, this is kind of strange what they're doing here. I thought you're supposed to be signing papers. Why did we get you to an exam room? You specifically told them you don't want to have an exam. But they brought you in an exam room, and a boy's going to come in. All right, cool. this is still a little strange.
I knew what it was.
You knew what it was from the beginning?
Because that was a big burly ass nurse nigga.
You wasn't it?
Yeah, as soon as I saw him, I said, he's like, you're in an inmate fit.
Well, that's why I was like...
But they played it beautifully because it was blue, and it made you realize that could be played as a nurse if you wanted to flip it in a way.
Yeah. I was thinking, in my head, I was just kind of like, damn, this is the motherfucker, this something don't feel right. But then I was thinking, well, he's a male nurse, big motherfucker, in a male prison. I'm like, well, okay. I'll take it. Because, I mean, you might have to manhandle the nigga. You might not have to just administer medication. You might have to manhandle him. So I was like, okay, I'll go with it.
My nigga, I just had the spidey sense from the dog.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't going you wasn't going to fall for this shit.
I didn't know it was going to be what it was going to be.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I was like, Matt, they setting you up. Like, now... blocking you in the prison and that whole epic encounter. That was such an amazing fight scene. It was like 10 minutes steady cam. One shot, son. Like for 10 minutes, just epic fighting and brawling. Then you had the little pause section to talk to the, what they call them? The, whoever Kingpin ratted on. I forget who that was that he ratted on. The Albanians. And that was a tense scene. Like, it was all tense. Like, they did not let up this whole season. Nah. This whole season took you by the throat and said, we gonna give it to you, son.
I heard, I had a friend at work who really loves Daredevil. He's actually the person who walked up to me and told me that Luke Cage was canceled. Asked me how I felt about it, and I had sat there with my mouth just sitting. I said it's karma because we laughed so hard about Iron Fist. Yeah, I know. It has to be, man. It's like, shit. Then we didn't finish. You know what? They were listening. They heard we didn't finish Luke Cage. We didn't finish our reviewing that. So they decided, well, if they're not going to finish it, we're
cancel it. Oh, we're canceled. It's our fault. But, so now we really have to finish reviewing Luke Cage.
Yeah, it's okay.
We have to now.
We got to do it. It's cool. We'll get there.
Wow.
But
y'all heard it here, folks. We have to. I forgot. We stopped reviewing that season. We got caught up with all these other amazing things. And now it's gone.
Yeah.
And we laughed at Iron Fist. And he took out Luke.
We kind of did a dance, actually.
We did a full dance.
Yeah, I was very happy.
What you saying, my nigga, dog? Damn,
but yeah, he said that he mentioned to me that because I think he saw it before I did, the first episode was a little slow, and I agree it was slow, but it didn't play slow for me because I enjoyed every moment of this whole montage and this whole slow build of him sort of putting himself back together again.
My nigga, a building fell on him.
Yes.
I was so confused when the first episode started. He was in the water and it's just this effect. I'm like, is he in heaven? What's going on? Yeah, and maybe they were going for that play towards it. I don't know. But the whole rebuilding him from scratch, like just this arc was just, come on, Matt. And one beautiful thing about this season is they made us care about every character. I give a fuck about Matt. I give a fuck about Foggy. I give a fuck about Karen. I give a fuck about Wilson. I give a fuck about Poindexter, Bullseye, my nigga. They did the damn thing.
There was a certain point where I said, fuck Poindexter. But yeah, I do agree, though. He was, oh man, his introduction, though, man, like, see what I, like, so when I say I didn't like the introduction of Hawk on whatchamacallit, like, there's ways, and not to say that you introduce him in this badass way, but there's ways of doing it. And it's like, that shit, it's like, man, this should be like the template for every superhero show. Like, just this one season. This is like the Dark Knight of fucking, you know what I'm saying, TV show.
Yes.
Superhero TV shows.
Yes.
And I haven't seen Arrow. I haven't
accomplished something here, man.
They've definitely. I haven't seen Arrow. I've heard the comparison to Arrow, or that Arrow's, somewhere in this vein, but I don't know. I really, really dig this.
The new episode of the newest season of Arrow is great.
Great, okay.
I knew you had a figure. Arrow found its stride. Like I said, from season 5 was amazing. Season 6 wasn't as good as season 5, but it was still good. Like, because once again, Arrow stumbled. I'm going to keep saying it stumbled. Just like Flash stumbled, but Flash is finding his way again.
Yeah, okay. I haven't watched Flash yet either.
He's trying to find his way.
Okay.
But Arrow is like taking it up a notch. Like, I really dig what they look like they're doing this season with Arrow. And I'm like super curious of where Arrow is going. And right now, like, Arrow has the best fights on broadcast TV when it comes to superhero shit, when it just comes to fight choreography. But all the many styles of fighting he had in his Daredevil, like I love the fact that even him and building back up his body, he had to do boxing because he couldn't kick. He couldn't.
Yeah. Because of his hip and stuff. Yeah,
and his spine.
Yeah, it like I really really dig like the care and time that they took to sort of walk us through all of that in the first episode.
But I mean to cut you off about Dexter. You said Poindexter, the way he came in. That was an amazing entrance.
It's all about, for me, most times it's about how you introduce the character, whether it be good or bad, no matter their position. But it is just sort of how you do it. And that one, I mean, man, hands down. I mean, I don't remember when he gets introduced. It has to be before episode 4. So
yeah.
I mean, you know who he is, I guess, because you know Bullseye's gonna show up, and then this cat shows up out of the blue, and
he's just ending motherfuckers.
Yeah,
and you knew something was wrong with him because the people were surrendering, and he still ended them.
And he still took them out.
The boy Kingpin was almost done. Them Albanians camp because the whole Kingpins and things. We gotta go character by character. We gotta go character by character.
Right. Yeah.
Because whenever I think of one character, I just think of something else. I think of something else.
Into another.
Because once again, when I would think of Kingpin, not only just a portrayal that's expertly done, but his plan was genius.
It was, it's very what's the word, like Joker-esque. I mean, like this was a plan from the very very beginning.
From the very beginning.
Yeah, and for me, I don't know. In my head, I was sort of thinking, I don't know. There's little things that sort of stuck out. But it's like until somebody mentioned it in the show is when it really like became like transparent.
Because it's subtle.
Yeah, it was very, very subtle.
The story does not hold your hand. Because at points you can watch the show and think that they're wrong about Kingpin. You know what I mean? Like, Kingpin's doing this and this. And you're like, I don't see him doing that. And then they're right. And you're like, oh, this is how he did that. Oh, and then you see like maybe like episode 4 when he actually has access to the fucking jail and he called it Matt. That was one of the most villainous things to do. And at that point they even show us that he was that connected still.
That's scary. Well, and another
He had
another
a few
thing
moments
too,
like this.
Yeah, they did. But they made him like Kingpin always felt like somebody you could take the fuck out. But when you really look, like, I guess, like, I don't know, maybe episode, what do you mean?
What do you mean he's somebody to take out?
Season 1.
Nah, I wouldn't fuck
He
with
laid
him.
that man out with his bare hands and then sent his ass to prison. I'm like, he's a touchable motherfucker. And then
you thought Kingpin was touchable? That nigga,
in season 1,
he split a nigga fucking head like a fucking grape on a fucking door.
Yeah,
he was spazzing out and killing all kind of niggas. The first time he met Matt, he whooped Matt ass.
He did whoop Matt ass.
He beat the shit out, Mr. Murdoch.
He whooped Matt ass.
Gorilla fucking punched this man like he was what's that nigga off the Flash? Bride,
yeah. I'll give you that.
I wasn't fucking with Kingpin.
I'll give you that, but he's still at the end. End of the day, he got his ass whooped.
Because that devil got his mojo back.
He got his mojo. He got his suit.
It wasn't easy.
He got his suit. No, it wasn't easy, but it was doable.
Kingpin was always possible. Scary, but this season.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying that nigga was a wash. I'm saying that nigga was touchable.
Touchable.
He got laid out.
In the end.
Episode 13. That's equal as touchable. That equals to being touchable.
That's 12 episodes of not being touchable, and a nigga won losing one fight.
Well, it only takes one, man. It only takes one.
Well,
once there's blood in the water, you don't get that shit out.
I don't get that, but I'm saying, but if you watch the majority of that season, you're afraid of this nigga, though.
Okay. All right,
especially when you see him evolve over the season, because they gave him an amazing arc, too, in season 1.
I'm scared for other people with him in terms of like if this nigga gets in the same room with you, I mean that's just it. Like you could try to outrun him, but I'm pretty sure he's fucked up all your exits.
But he's also shown that if you say anything, if you offend him, he won't show you his emotion first, but you will feel it in other means.
Yeah, agreed. But in terms of I don't know, just like I'll agree to disagree. The way I left season 1 was if Daredevil is on his shit, he can take Kingpin out in a hand-to-hand combat. And in this season, what they sort of like his reach has definitely gotten a lot wider since the first season. Like there's no beating him. When you look at it, at least as far as where I am now, there's no logistically, there's no legal way of beating this dude. You're just gonna have to kill this motherfucker because like he's just got his hand in everything. And there's no way.
And it's smooth.
And it's real smooth. The man just got out of prison in my episode. Like, or at least he just announced that he's freed and he's put everybody's eyes on Daredevil.
He done got niggas murked.
Yeah, dude. I like in this season.
He done set niggas up to work for him. I don't know if you gotten that far.
Yeah. Where they have their whole little dude. And then they was looking. Can we? Should we talk about it now? Because that pissed me off.
Which part?
Naveed. What's his name? Naveed.
Now let's talk about
Naveed.
I'm just calling him Ray because I forgot how you pronounce his last name.
Okay.
Ray, bro.
Ray. Okay. All right.
When they brought Ray in, I was so curious about who in the fuck is this?
Yeah, who's Ray?
Because for a second I'm like, is this how they gonna bring Bullseye in? How they punish? How they brought in Jigsaw? Yep. How they gonna bring? But I knew who they cast for Bullseye. I remember looking at the trailer and it was definitely the white boy. So I know this Indian man is not gonna be Bullseye. But who is he? Is he gonna? Because they always do that shit where it's like, okay, he's got to be about to be a villain, and we're going to see how he turns. Now, the very interesting thing that he did do is, in a way, I didn't look this up, but in a way, they created a character to just be a regular guy that you care about, that's trying to be good, but he's showing us what happens when you get caught up in Kingpin shit.
Yeah, or that there's no avoiding it.
Exactly, dog. He was like,
that's what.
They brought him in to be the martyr in a way.
Okay. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like.
All right.
And I'm just saying in the manner of he was trying his best to do right. And he still got...
He did everything by the book.
And still got. And that's all. What I'm saying is because they had no other reason for us to follow him as a character. We're following Karen, that makes sense. That's a character. We're following Foggy, that makes sense. It's a Daredevil character. We're following Matt, that makes sense. Even following Fisk makes sense. But remember, they threw this freaking curveball at us, Ray ass.
Well, we first meet him at his home.
At his home?
Yeah.
Once again, we don't know who this motherfucker is.
But you know what? Here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. They brought him in specifically
they did.
To show us. Look at even if all we do is speak words in general about what Kingpin is doing, we're going to show you one specific person as well.
How this affects
just show you what he can do to one person. So, because sometimes if you say, "Oh, Kingpin killed 5 people," Kingpin was manipulative, or Kingpin, you know what I mean, it's one thing. But when you show like, no, son, this is what he does. He puts you in a no-win situation and then uses you.
Yeah.
I don't know how far you got. You feel me? That's why I'm afraid to say certain shit. But one thing I'm about to say.
So the last thing I remember happening, Ray.
Yeah.
Ray tells Karen has surrendered inside of the church, and they're having a debate on what's that dude that's running for the black dude that's running
Blake.
Yeah, Blake and him are having a sidebar, and he's telling Blake, okay, here's what's gonna go down. If she leaves with us, she won't make it out of here alive. So you need to get her away from us as quickly as possible.
No. Blake is running for office against Foggy. You talking about the nigga that they've been known that's been a black cop.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, right.
Since season 1.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not the same guy?
No, remember one nigga's a district attorney that Foggy running against with the glasses.
Yeah.
And the other nigga is the cop.
Okay,
nigga.
fair enough.
You racist?
No, I honestly thought that he had moved up over time. I thought that, no, I am racist.
Black men.
Shit. Is it really?
You tripping.
Oh, fuck. I am.
Yeah, nigga hard. Hi, Marty.
Yeah, I am. Very high. Very, very transparent now, too.
Goddamn. Shit. She said, why would he tell a district attorney that shit?
I don't know. Yeah, there been some way out or something. I don't know. Just telling anybody that seemed like a bad idea.
But saying,
yeah, that's what. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, so if I say this thing, I hope it's not a spoiler for you, just to talk about how deep that shit run with Kingpin. That was fucking fascinating, dog. His boss was like, this nigga had you pegged a while ago.
Yeah.
So you got daddy.
When your somebody lost her health care.
Kingpin caused his sister-in-law to lose her health care so he could bankrupt your ass. So you would be so fucking desperate that you want to pursue his ass, that he knows you this good guy cavalier motherfucker, got your character type and everything, You know what I mean? If anything,
Gave
it felt
you
like
everything you wanted,
right?
So you give him everything he wanted.
Needed, dog. Then you set you up so he could use you in this whole situation. And what's funny is it felt like his boss was really trying to protect him, but he just kept on trying.
Well, she was, I guess, too. Well, I mean, there was no protecting him. If you go by what she said, there was no protecting him.
But she kept the fur in his ass. But that's what Kingpin wanted, knowing that the furs would make him want it more. It's just so like this nigga so diabolical, and she like, my nigga, I had 2 daughters.
He's brilliant.
Daughters. Nigga.
It looked like a hit and run.
Dude, like Kingpin.
She said she got a divorce to keep her husband safe, but she couldn't couldn't get rid of the kid.
Dude.
She still got the kid.
Dog, when you talk about the viciousness of Kingpin and he does it so like matter of factly.
Yeah.
But this nigga got all the steps. I feel like he could have got out of jail. It's just he chose to come out earlier only because of the Vanessa shit. If Vanessa was good, he still was plotting shit. Like, you know, he always had this plan in place for whenever he felt like using it.
Yeah.
You dig?
Like he's got contingency plans all over the place.
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah. Like they wrote this shit right. Like he really felt like a force. Cause damn. So the last thing you seen is how he helped Karen get away, right?
Yeah, like Daredevil was still on the roof.
You got more to watch, man, because there's this one other thing that happens. Well, there's many things that happen, but there's this other thing that happened. Anybody's watching right now, listening to us right now that may have finished it like I have, where you really feel like, damn, Kingpin, you got it all figured out, you bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
Like Wilson Fisk.
There's even another layer that comes out that he's got figured out. Oh, wow.
He he's diabolical, son. That's like one of the major things, and the storyline that they're following a lot of shit from in this series is, you know, we talked about the Born Again story, which really was like one of those signifying moments pitting Matt Murdock against Kingpin, and in that one, he also ruined Matt. Like, we didn't go that far in this series, but he got Matt disbarred and shit.
Yeah, he like ruins his life and stuff.
He ruins his life on every angle in the comic book. Then he ruins Karen's life in every angle in the comic book. And even though they switched a lot of the Karen shit,
doesn't like Karen turn like to prostitution or something?
She turned to prostitution and heroin.
Yeah.
And then that heroin fit winds up selling out Matt Murdock's identity.
Yeah. Okay. I do. Yeah, I remember that.
And they just break it down in the most 90s, we don't really like women much way possible. That's like a lot of the changes that they made. Because once I told you, I said Bullseye was going to be the Matt Murdock girlfriend killer. But the only caveat I kept on saying is they might not kill her is because she is the female lead.
Yeah.
And then you got to build up a whole new female lead after 3 seasons of one. You have no other ones to take that slot.
Well, with everything, yeah, true.
So, but I still like, even in 2018, of how they, in the episode 10 of Karen, which was a very great episode to find out her backstory, which was another reason why I thought she was going to die. Because usually they give you backstory, somebody going to die.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I thought her boss was going to die at the newspaper when he was like, you know what, I'm so proud of you. And this is because of you,
that lick.
We're doing it. Yeah, he took that lick, but I thought he was dead. But when he said those words, he was like, I'm so proud of you. I'm like, oh, you're dead.
You're done.
You're so dead.
That boy been surviving.
Yeah, he has, man. But I'm like, maybe that's a good sign for Karen. I don't know, because
Karen
like you
fucking lived, dog.
Oh, you told for real?
You got past episode 10. That's what I'm talking about. Episode 10 was Karen. Remember in the church?
Yeah.
And that, I'm just saying, that's what.
No.
That's what tripped me out, is that whole setup is from the comic of her in the church.
Oh, that's what she dies in the comic?
In the church. And you know, at the end of that scene where she's holding Matt all broken?
Yeah.
In the comic, that scene is Matt holding her dead body with that same backdrop of his church shit. That's why I was talking. Shit. That's why I was like, oh, they flipped it. Because in the comic, Bullseye throws Matt's baton at Karen and kills her with Matt's baton, and Matt's holding her in the church as Bullseye gets the fuck. So it was interesting how they flipped it, and they still hurt because throughout this series they set up Father, whatever his name is, as such a father figure for Matt, and they left on bad terms. So in the confines of their world, him dying in her place, saving her, which was a great little switch of the head of him jumping in front of it when if you're a comic reader, you know, oh shit, she's about to die. Oh, she didn't. But this still hurts.
yeah. It's wow. That's dang. I honestly, in my mind, I thought they were gonna kill her right there in that moment, and
that's the classic panel.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And they recreated it on the fucking show with her holding him all fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So it's like trippy, like how they did the good old switcheroo.
All right, somebody got a plan over there. All right, I like that. All right, that was dope.
Yeah, man. They did that.
But which character were we on again?
We kind of moved the Karen, and I like her backstory, and I like that they finally filled in those dots because they've been leaving us little breadcrumbs about her for the whole series. And she said this thing to Matt that informed so much of her character because she at one point, I don't know if you got to this point yet, but this is a line. It's not gonna really spoil much, but Matt asked her at one point, I don't know if you got into this yet, basically, how come you didn't tell me about, your past, basically. And she like, I like the way that you thought of me as being so innocent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like, and when you think back, Matt always did treat her like that, and she'll make these little twitches in character that maybe the actor didn't know where it was going, or maybe she did, I don't know. But when you see all that shit painted in the background of she was on drugs, she was a wild child, she was doing all this other shit, you know what I mean? When you see how she's presented to us in the first episode as innocent, so innocent seeming, and she keep on trying to tell people or have these little darkness seeping out, it all made sense. And it still didn't darken her character because it's not like she intentionally got her brother killed. She really tried to protect him. It was so much that went into it that just worked. And it just worked, dog.
Yeah. No, I agree. That all played out over time. Like, that was a wonderful payoff at the end there. I don't know. The whole, like, I honestly, so I don't remember them talking much about her past before this season. Like, did they mention it? Did they? They
leave breadcrumbs. Like, when you watch back on season 1, they had her like when she kills Wesley, she's like, this is not my first time handling a gun. That's a little breadcrumbs you had. Okay. When she get hired by the paper, the news editor said, I looked into your stuff, and there's these news articles that he's like, but he says, I'm not even worried about that. There's these little crumbs.
I do remember that. Okay, yeah.
And like season 2, you can see one of the news headlines is something about her brother being killed or something. Like they left they've been leaving these crumbs with it. Like, I swear, when you go back and watch the first 2 seasons again, you're gonna be like, oh, it's in my fucking
put
face.
It right in front of me.
You're gonna see it now. You're gonna see it. Because I've been watching it with her, because I just kept on trying to see, because I've been waiting for her to die for the longest. I'm like, okay, they're gonna kill her when Bullseye shows up. So every little thing that they give about her past, I've been like looking at every nugget to be like, okay, what they gonna change here? What they gonna flip here? Now, like, they didn't make her just get broken down to heroin in this series like Born Again. They just say she has a past with drugs, and they showed that past. Right. You feel me? Did you get to the part where damn, I don't know how to say this without spoiling you. What's the last thing you saw Karen do? Oh yeah, the last thing you saw her do.
They're taking her out of the church.
They're taking her out of the church.
And that's it.
Has Foggy gone viral yet?
Yes.
For what?
For talking at the other guys, I guess, I don't know what it was. It's like some sort of dinner or something.
And he left for what?
Because Karen was talking to Kingpin.
So that was pretty clever. How instead of her being the one to on drugs,
give up their identity.
Yeah,
her face give it away. But it's like
he already knew anyway.
He already knew. Yeah. So you kind of confirmed it for him.
Yeah,
he was wondering, but I'm like, nigga, you watched the video.
But it still gave us the nugget for the comic book reader of Karen gave Kingpin something on Matt.
Right.
And even she took it like she felt like she gave him the information. Let's put it on the run.
But then she never really confesses to Matt before in the comics, right? She doesn't confess before she dies, right? Like that she's given up his identity. Does he know that?
I think she apologizes.
Does she? Okay, all right.
Yeah, I think she does apologize.
Okay.
Either way it goes, like they made it in their own way, and I really like how they did that.
Yeah, me too. I dug it a lot too.
Their confrontation was intense. Karen and Wilson.
Oh yeah. No, I thought she was gonna die in that moment. Actually, that's how I thought they were gonna flip it. I was like, well, maybe he's gonna kill her. Right. I'm like, this is all he needs. And then like now to think that
he killed his best friend to his face.
To now to think though that he was always in complete control of all of his surroundings.
Right.
He could have.
Cause then when they show all of the officers he has, some of them were ones that you thought he didn't.
Yeah.
They're being dicks like this piece of trash, and you find out, nigga, your ass.
He
like
was with him. Like,
dude, he had the layer. He had the evil villain layer. And I appreciate y'all season 3 for giving me him in them white suits all that damn time.
Oh yeah, dude.
I see y'all.
At first, though, I was a little nervous. I thought that these white suits were only going to appear in Matt's mind.
Yeah,
that's like the first time we really see him in one. Is when he has this apparition or whatever.
I mean, well, they
behind him,
and that's another great thing they did this series. Like one thing that they toy with in Daredevil comics is the sanity of Matt Murdock.
Oh yeah,
like, is this nigga crazy? Sometimes you wonder if he losing it. Sometimes he do be kind of losing it. It's a funny thing with him. So I think they tried to once again play into that with these things that popped up there from Kingpin and such that he's talking to himself, because that's the beauty of it. Is never knowing anything more than he knows. That's how you know it's in his head. Mm-hmm. When the Kingpin apparition pop up and when another one pops up, you know what I'm saying? It's like these are things that you're dealing with in your head, Matt. That lets us know you're kind of crazy, but you're kind of not. And like I said, it's just well done. But like, yeah, I'm glad they gave us him in the white in real life and in his man imagination.
Yeah, definitely. He really kills it in that white. It was just kind of like, oh man, this is all really coming together. I love this. Yeah. But and I kind of, I don't know, I haven't gotten to a point where we got Matt back in the suit. I don't know if that ever happens this season. I'm kind of
spoiler alert. No.
We
fuck.
Don't get him in the suit. I don't like that at all, man.
Man in the suit.
I don't like that shit at all.
We technically get Daredevil through Bullseye, Mr. Poindexter,
fuck that. They
dressing up as him and shit.
They could have kept that shit.
Yeah.
They could have kept that shit. No thanks. Okay.
I really enjoyed the fact that Bullseye will use anything that he can touch. That shit got funny and fire at all at once. This nigga, and I like it. They did not explain like, oh, this is how he has some superpower. No, it's just a thing that he can do.
Yeah, it's just like that's a skill.
It's just a skill that he got. Just that good.
Developed. Yeah.
Or maybe he just was born with.
Maybe he was born with. Yeah. But
because he was a kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And like just that whole like sort of development. I can't remember when I sort of start saying fuck him, but like that whole sort of build up was really intriguing, man.
Yeah, how Kingpin broke him.
Yeah. And how how Kingpin broke him. Wow. Oh man.
Julie.
Is that the girl's name?
He's obsessed with?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to ask, but I just want to. I don't want to know. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know. I'm gonna watch it. But
good.
I just, oh man, dude, I'm so waiting for I'm hoping that the other, you know what? Let's not even talk about it.
One thing about Bullseye is much like Joker, he's never had a true definitive origin story. Like there've been little other hints and stuff, but there are multiple hints about his origin. And he's been had other names like Benjamin Poindexter, like Lester is a name of his. There's another name of his they call him too, some other stories. So
has he ever started off as like some sort of FBI?
They never really show you much about his history in that
manner.
don't
get background at all.
Like I think the one story they had, he was already on some villainous shit. You still didn't really get to see what made him, like for real. You just see him being younger, being still kind of off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at some point in time in the comics, he gets this adamantium skeleton put onto him. So, you know what I mean? He has this indestructible ass fucking skeleton that becomes a problem for Daredevil to deal with. Like, this thing is pretty interesting. So, the angle that they went to get from, because essentially, since we never see Bullseye in his suit either, essentially this season is the Bullseye origin story. And, you know what I mean, depending upon if they get a season 4, I feel like that's what we're going to see Matt back in his suit, and we see full-blown Bullseye versus Daredevil type shit. But no, we will not see Matt back in the devil costume. It's not going to happen. I don't want your hopes to be up, because mine were.
That's not that. Okay.
But I like that they were actually
did a lot of great
calling
things.
him Daredevil. Like, that gave us my superhero angle. Like, they were like, it's Daredevil's doing this. Every time some bad guy says, it's Daredevil. I'm like, yes. At least, you know what I mean, they call him Daredevil.
Yeah, at least we get the white suit. I'll take that.
You did. Okay, so let's talk some Bullseye. Anything else on Bullseye that you fuck with, didn't fuck with?
I kind of
Psycho, man.
Psycho indeed. I dug that little his little stalker storyline.
I knew something was up with the Julie shit when he flipped that shit on that psych doctor.
Where he was like, I think she prefers to be called Julie. Like that moment.
When he was trying to pretend like he has a girlfriend named Julie that he talks to, and it's like, I don't believe you.
Well, I thought it was kind of sad. I was just kind of like, well, it's not like you're an ugly dude, man. I mean, like, why don't you just go? I mean, and she seemed awfully nice.
He don't know how to talk to people. When he cares.
I get it.
There's one thing he showed is he a sociopath to the manner of he knows how to fake it.
Yeah,
but
agreed.
I think when he cares, he can't do that right. He almost killed his goddamn his therapist.
Oh yeah, no, dude. This dude has been working through some shit since before some shit. I mean, he's been at it for a while.
I want to kill you because you're dying.
And you're leaving me. I'm like, oh shit.
So I want to kill you for that.
Oh my god, dude.
And that boy Kingpin exploited that shit. He saw that man needed a North Star, and he killed Julie to take out the picture so this nigga be dependent upon Kingpin to keep him whole. Kingpin, dog, he just... Son, like, even everything when he's breaking down, the way he just be staring at this man, just everything about breaking down Poindexter was just, like, amazing. Again, watching Poindexter become his true self. And the whole deal with him dressing up as Matt is some comic book shit. Bullseye has done that. Dressed up as Daredevil to ruin his name.
Oh, okay.
That's straight from the books. As him is like, you know what I mean? Like, even though I don't get Matt back in the suit, the fact that Poindexter keep rocking the suit still kind of gives me a certain comic/Daredevil fix, even if it ain't my boy, because, this has been done. It happens.
Yeah.
When that boy first showed up in that newsroom, I was like, oh shit, it's going down.
Yeah, I kind of, man, that's one of those times where it's like, dude, I really wish I wouldn't have watched the trailer. And I wish I just would have been surprised when that moment happened. But
you're right. Because if I didn't watch the trailer or keep up with much, I wouldn't have been, I wouldn't know Bullseye was coming, but I may have not have been as aware that as soon as the dude came through saving your boy from the bandits, he was Bullseye to me.
Yeah, I knew that was, you knew Bullseye, you know who Bullseye was?
Yeah.
But in terms of him showing up in that suit it would have, granted, I know it's in the comics, so
no, pause. I think you'd have caught on anyway, because who else would have been in the suit? But no, you're saying that you wouldn't even known that there was a suit storyline.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't even know he was going to show up in a Daredevil suit.
Or that Daredevil was going to come through fucking murking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that much, but,
still worked.
Otherwise, still worked. Oh, yeah, no, still worked, definitely. Just would have been a little bit more fun, I think, with a little bit more, with a surprise. I don't know, I always get a kick personally out of the surprise. That's cool surprises like that.
True.
So, but otherwise, I mean, like, execution was great. I can't argue with that. But in terms of, like, he was a definite. So what I really dug about him and Matt's dynamic in terms of the fighting, I like how. So I was assessing this as they were fighting, and then it sort of became a talking point in Matt's strategy to take down Poindexter was if you give him space, he can literally pick up a speck of dust and just throw it at your ass, and it'll fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
You won't miss. You have to block.
You won't miss.
You have to block it.
Exactly. Like, I didn't even think blocking was an option, but like, okay, thank God for that.
I'm just saying, anytime I saw it, it was either Matt was getting hit or he was blocking it.
Yeah.
Because even if you try to dodge, it's like you anticipate your dodge and this is something else at you. Ricochet and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, son, it was either block or be not well round. It was trippy. It was beautiful because at one point, like, they showed it to you. One point, Matt was whipping his ass and straight up ninja come hand in hand.
Yeah.
But when Matt gave that boy that space, as you said, it was over.
It was over, yeah. And I dug that, and then it sort of became a talking point. It's like, nah, man, I got to get in close and take him out. And instead of just giving him regular headshots because he's wearing my fucking suit, now I got to put these Muay Thai fucking ropes on.
And shit.
Yeah.
That was G as hell.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
And it's like I got to lose circulation in my hands just to knock this motherfucker out. I'm like, all right, cool. I guess that's what it takes, man. That's what it takes. So, but like he was like, he needs to, get in closer because old boy sucks at fist to fisticuffs.
Yeah, he was getting
awful.
Y'all won't say awful. He just not on Matt.
Well, yeah, he's not on Matt.
Y'all remember Matt is a ninja.
Matt is a ninja. He fucking come from that boxing stock.
Man, he got boxing. He got martial arts.
Yeah,
and he got acute hearing and shit. Nigga, you ain't trying to go hand in hand with this nigga.
Got him. Yeah,
because Matt was doing them when it was close quarters.
Yeah, and I was like, well, look, that's what you're gonna do to take old boy out.
Couldn't get close much. It was
and
hard.
Then he fucking had him down, and I can't remember why he stopped punching him. I don't. I think it was in a church where they were having that battle, and like he was on him, and he was about to take him down, and then he fucking stops for some reason. Oh, I don't know. I think maybe he hears
the cops are coming or something.
No, the priest like apologize or something like that.
Yeah.
Say that he's sorry.
Yeah.
And that throws him off. But
yeah, the priest's
like,
last words.
Yeah, it's right, his last words. And that just,
He whispered that shit because you know Mac can hear that shit.
Right. And then everybody starts whispering. Like, then Karen starts whispering, like, Karen, why you act like you was drinking sparkling water before you was in VIP?
Man, look, Karen.
Like, why you gonna start whispering?
She had to set that mood, man.
She did. No. But yeah, so she starts whispering stuff too. I dug that whole dynamic, and it's like it was just something I was assessing myself, and then it became a talking point. And
just the fact they're gonna be adversaries for a while, and their styles really play off each other.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be interesting seeing as that develops.
He's a good match. He's a good match, opposed to like somebody like I don't know. It's like the Hand, who are just like a bunch of just people to take out. And then a string of, I guess, skilled assassins that try to take him out in the first season.
I'm even saying, look at Kingpin. Kingpin is brutal, but he also is a thinker.
Yeah.
But he's a calculated thinker in a way that it's brutality. But when I think about what's most likely about to become a Bullseye, who is just off his goddamn rocker, you can't even predict what shit he gonna be on.
So
I'm wondering what they gonna. I'm very curious to see what happens with those two moving forward, even past this season.
I have a question, man. Should everyone be fired that you have this guy in your midst who never misses, and your nickname for him is Dex?
I mean, that's off his last name. No, I'm not gonna get. Yes, you are.
Am I wrong?
You are wrong. They only call him Dex.
Right.
They only call him Dex because his last name is Poindexter.
Let me tell you something.
If his last name wasn't Poindexter, and they was calling him Dex, then I feel you.
Bats.
His last name Poindexter, dog.
Bats. If you couldn't miss, I don't care if everybody calls you Bats. You're Bullseye to me, homie.
I understand.
You're
son.
Bullseye,
but
dog.
tell me you wouldn't cringe. They had to find a slick way to put that in without you going.
Did it happen? Okay, I haven't gotten to that point.
No,
yet.
they never call him Bullseye.
Oh, fuck you!
But it's the thing, son.
That's
How
awful.
could they have smoothed it in?
I don't know, dude. I mean, how could they have smoothed in the nickname Bullseye?
Without looking at the camera and giving a wink. Ding! Bullseye.
I mean,
they gave us a little shit on his baseball hat when he was a little kid. They gave him this whole Bullseye little shit when he was a little kid in the flashback. So
yeah, okay, all right, I'll give you that. But as soon as old boy gets introduced, the first time we really see him, right, is when he's taking out everybody in the caravan, and when he comes out of it, it just sort of seems like that everybody would be Kingpin. Like, I feel like his name should already be Bullseye. I feel like his name should already be Bullseye just based off what they showed us. So you
saying like they should have did him like Killmonger? They called him the Killmonger because of this. So that's what you're saying.
It's like, I mean, you trying to tell me like nobody else knows that you have this skill to never ever miss?
Maybe he just does it and no one thinks about it.
Maybe.
Because you gotta take this in. Every time you see him, he has a gun when you're working with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he got these intense situations that made him have to really show, oh no, I can do this, like you said, with a speck of dust, with a grit.
Right.
Grits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
So
take this little piece of
maybe
glass.
nigga just be with him, and you gotta think about it too. He probably had all his action in the military, as he said. As an FBI agent, maybe he didn't have to really show much. It seems like he's been on some under the radar shit.
Yeah.
Staying normal, staying grounded, OCD to death, and that makes sense when you have OCD if you're a nigga that don't miss. That was so genius to me too.
Yeah.
As a goddamn little quirk of that order has to be perfect, and of course it has to be perfect. I don't miss.
Be precise.
I don't miss.
Yeah, but I just feel like a guy with that kind of precision is somewhere throwing darts at a gun range or something.
It's Marty. Accept it. They don't call them Bullseye.
Yeah, I know.
It's
okay,
never happened.
all right, man. I just feel like they could.
We're gonna come back to him when you finish the series.
Okay.
We're gonna come back to him.
All right.
But no, they never come Bullseye.
Yeah,
Come on, dude. They're gonna give you one more Easter egg about him before the series is up, and that's all I can say.
All right.
That's gonna be the last episode. There's gonna be one little other Easter egg, but that's about it.
All right, Dexy.
Yeah, man, I love Matt Murdock's moms.
I loved her too. Yeah, no, I didn't. So I know that's the character she was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's the character they were calling for at the end of the Stinger at Defenders.
And once again, in comics, Sister Mag is his mom's.
Yeah, for a while I was kind of like, I don't really know how he finds out that that's his mom, but maybe they're not going that route because they're not saying anything. And
then let them play off each other as characters for a while.
Yeah,
I dug that.
I dug that too. I was kind of like, well, you know what? Even if she's not his mom, I mean, she's kind of what he needs right now. So I mean, this works for me.
Right.
But I'm like, I'm like, she could still be his mom. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm kind of hoping she is because she was hella patient with him, like she said. She was
an asshole.
And an asshole, yeah.
I like that she was hard, man.
Both,
I like that shit, dog. Like,
yeah,
I really dug that character hard.
Right.
I love how the actress portrayed it. I just, they played that in a cool way with those two. And even that background, you got through, did that happen yet? Her background of how, like, man, they didn't know what postpartum depression was at the time.
Yeah.
And how, like, when she thought she had turned on God, that's why she had to choose between her family or being a nun, and she chose to be a nun. But she thought she still was helping our community and doing penance. And at the same time, she called herself a coward. For abandoning him, son. They don't pull no punches, dog. Like,
no, they don't. Everybody sort of has their cross to bear, and then sort of like
Matt was coming at religion hard as fuck this season too. It was trippy. He would never let them niggas have no leeway. But what you saying?
No, he didn't. He was less tolerable.
Bullshit.
Yeah, in the beginning.
He said Job was a pussy. I was like, oh shit.
He leaned up. He eased up, if you will, a little bit. I think as the season went on, at least he's not harping on it as much.
Not as much as you gotta remember when he found out that the father was keeping that from him too.
Oh yeah,
Shame on you.
He was like pissed in a way a parent is pissed at a child.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
You told
that
a
was
priest.
kind of fucked up.
You told a priest, shame on you, sir.
And just walked away.
And walked the fuck away.
Like,
and then pretended to be blind. You know how fucking the levels and the layers of the deception there. You got the nerve to tell this nigga, shame on you for deceiving me. Now let me go deceive the world.
I'm just gonna pretend like I can't see as I get through the door here. Excuse me, son. Don't watch it. I'm walking.
Son, like I said,
I'm walking
the
here.
The layers. It's like all the holes that you might find in any of the Netflix shows. Daredevil said, you ain't gonna find them here. We sewing our shit up. We gonna make sure we a dynamite pack. You want a little...
They're not afraid to discuss this shit. It's sort of like, it's little bitty things that it's like, you know what, out of 13 episodes, they have the time. Thank God there were 13 episodes, by the way.
Yeah. But they use that 13 effectively.
Hell yeah. And since we're talking about the mom, can we talk about the mom and the dad? Was there a little statutory situation going on there?
No.
Was it me?
No.
Explain it to me. No, explain it to me if I got it wrong. No, please, by all means. But what I saw looked like a little statutory.
No, well,
not legal.
First and foremost,
okay.
If you want to take it that way,
okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna hit on your narrative because I think they fucked up by not. See, there was they didn't recast the dad. You know what I mean? They recast the mom to be a younger girl, but then they kept the same nigga that's been playing the dad, just darkening up his hair. But I'm sorry, white man, in your face you look still old.
You look old as mother.
You know what I'm saying?
You look 40.
I know you want to keep the continuity of keeping the same actor being the dad, so you can keep that continuity up on that side. But it hurts because the girl looks so much younger than him.
Nigga, you look 40. Why you still boxing?
Nigga. And you didn't look in shape or nothing. You looked in the same shape that you was in when Maddie was older. Like, what the fuck? They should have recast the fucking dad.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's the thing.
How old is she supposed to be then when they're together?
They don't say, but I'm gonna give her 18 at the least. I don't think they were trying to lean towards her
okay, right.
18.
Fair enough.
She seemed free.
Right. Okay.
She about to go be a nun on her own damn right.
Fair enough. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
18 to 21.
At least.
She's too young for his ass.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Or at least the way it looks.
But still, like I said,
I don't know what they're supposed to be playing though. Maybe he's playing younger than he looks.
But that's what I think happened because when you finish the series, because I don't want to spoil nothing, but when you finish the series, you're gonna see where I'm coming from. Okay, I see why y'all try to keep that continuity up for certain reasons. But damn, though, it did look like he was robbing that cradle. He shouldn't be touching it.
Oh hell yeah!
That didn't look good. Good.
I kind of like
Jack Murdoch.
Jack, I kind of felt like the Reverend gave you a look, like as he, like he was kind of like, you know what, I could call the police, but you think about what you've done. 10 Hail Marys. Good night.
We leaving you with the kid though, so we can't say shit.
Yeah, we leaving with
the kid. You know what I mean? I'm a priest and I'm leaving you with kid. I'm letting this nun abandon her responsibility.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do leave him with the kid.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? What the priest gonna say something? But
Take care of your responsibilities. Think about what
your responsibilities.
Yeah, your responsibility. No, don't tell nobody but God.
But God. Swear upon it. You know what I'm saying?
You better not tell nobody but
Pause. And remember, Matt Murdock got his powers back after clearing all the blood out of his sinuses. That was gross.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a rough one right there, man. Neti Pots. I recommend them. But yeah, man, that was gruesome. But then again, like you said, my man did have a building fall on him.
Dog, man went through it, son. Like, it was great seeing the hero's journey of building himself from scratch. Before we even get into Matt, dog, Foggy, they gave him a purpose too, like to run for DA, and he had like once again they set their characters up in manners that made sense.
Yeah.
Whether it's Karen on the run from fucking everyone had this purpose, and all came from Kingpin and trying to take him down, and the ramifications of going up against a crime boss.
Right, agreed.
And Foggy's the Foggy girlfriend who lost a lot of weight, it seems, from season 1.
Did she?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I always kind of thought she was that level hot. Or I'm sorry,
she
level
was
hot.
always pretty.
I'm sorry, was she always that size? I don't know. So she doesn't look like she changed very much to me.
She's pretty. That's a pretty.
I don't
white
remember
lady.
her looking different than that. Is what I should say.
Yeah, because she lost the weight. For
she did
1.
definitely.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
I'm
fair enough.
gonna find it for you. But
Okay, yeah, no.
But what I'm about to say is I love that she gave him that idea. Basically hide in plain sight. If you're out here ringing the fucking horn to take down fists, you get murdered.
Yeah, but now I'm like,
you can't get murdered. He can't come for you.
Yeah, but like with the reach of Kingpin now, I'm just kind of like, yeah, that made sense before I knew his reach. Now that I know that motherfucker's reach,
that nigga got FBI.
I mean, but that has already kind of played. I don't know how this is played out exactly yet, but I know that they're squeezing his people. And that hasn't really come to a conclusion yet. They kind of left it in the air. Foggy's for brother.
Money.
Yeah.
And see, even that, look how deep that is. He had a whole bank that caused them to set up
stop losing their start getting shit from their suppliers, nigga.
Diabolical.
Come on, dude. He thought about when you said that nigga thought about everything.
Son,
everything.
Nigga, and I love those type of fucking villains, the ones that truly seem like we can't beat this motherfucker. But that's what makes you want to root even more.
Not if you don't get up real early, man. You're going to have to get up real early to get this nigga.
Nigga, straight up and down, son.
And they keep bringing up, whatever Von D. Curtis Hall's character was. Ben?
No, I want to say Ben, but it's only because it is a Spider-Man character. It might have been Ben. Fuck, who? Because the thing is, this character in comics finds out Spider-Man's identity. He's a reporter and shit. And he's known for keeping Spider-Man secret and shit. It's usually a white guy. What's this guy's name? Damn. But yeah. But I mean, that was Karen's mentor, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. That character always made an impression on me. It was such a shock when they killed him.
Because he was not supposed to die.
He wasn't?
No, I'm just saying, I just gave you the background of the character.
Gotcha.
That it was trippy that they killed him before he did the thing that he's most known for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But how does Karen even work at her newspaper spot anyway? Like, it's not like she has a degree in mass comm. She is a dropout.
Oh,
she's an English major dropout.
I thought you were going to tell me some moment that I missed, dude. I was sort of wondering how did she get that fucking job, too.
I mean, I see how she got the job, but what I'm saying is she's not qualified.
How did she get the job again?
She know how to write good. That's the thing.
She knows how to. Oh, okay, fair enough.
And she had all the information.
Yeah. True.
So it's like she had the story and she knew how to write it. So then motherfucker basically grandfathered her in because then niggas treated her time with whatever his name is as a fucking, I guess, an internship of sorts, since them two was on the investigative track against Fist. Right, so nigga really grandfathered her in because of that. And once again, they showed us in this season that she was an English major, which means they let us know, okay, she could always write. She just wasn't, capitalizing on things. Right. So I see how y'all trying to backwards fill that in, but still she became a reporter with her own office at one of the top newspapers in the damn New York City. With no degree.
No degree whatsoever.
In which you was majoring in, yes, it is English, but I'm sorry, newspaper writing is journalism. Mass comm. That's journalism. Yeah. That's a whole different thing. You have to learn how to write in that kind of way. Now, I will say this. They would throw lines throughout the first season of, yeah, you kind of doing this wrong by trying to do so. They tried. I give any show that even tries to cover up a possible plot hole some kind of leeway. But I just often laugh when I'm looking at her like, just really, be a white woman, just bad. She's swinging upwards and winning.
That's what I was just taking it as that, man. I was just kind of like, you know what, right place, right time,
right skin, right pretty, right kind of pretty.
It never did anybody wrong.
By the way, I still gawk at her in True Blood.
Oh yeah,
she was so fucking fine.
Yeah, she was. Oh man, she reminded me of that when we went back to
back in time. Yes,
yeah.
I was like,
oh yeah, that's right.
I forgot you were hot and shit.
Yeah, that's right. We used to love you for your body, not your brain.
Yeah, but that's an attribute to this actor, though. She's given us such a depth to Karen Page. Karen Page is not like this deep ass character in comic books. Like she's kind of like written not the best all the time, and then like I said, she dies in such a fucked up way. They don't really ever bring her back. Like, well, some people die, they come back and shit. Nah, she's kind of like she's so. But she lasted so long in Daredevil lore. She became the main chick for a minute that you think of Matt Murdock dealing with. If it's not Karen Page, it's Elektra and a lot of these other and people know that he had a flame with Black Widow, but they ain't no way gonna do that. But you dig? So it's interesting with Deborah Cox. Not Deborah Cox. What's her name? Deborah Wall, some shit.
Yeah, Deborah Wall, I think.
That's a tribute to the writers. Now this is one scene that I was like, okay, guys, this is the feminist section, and I hate to be that guy to say that because I'm usually people call me a feminist half the time. I'm like, don't label me. I just like to ride and be about good shit. But there's a scene where she saw these dudes on the stoop harassing this chick walking by. Then she decides she wants to walk by so they can harass her and she can
pull out she can fucking death wish this shit.
There was nothing in the story that required that scene. I won't hate on the scene if you could make it make sense to the story. Now I can understand someone could say it's a character moment to show her, rising as her own hero, as in a way, or her whatever. But the thing is, it didn't connect to nothing. It was never referenced. It's not like she was having a bad day and then she saw them. Honestly, if you want to have that scene for pro women power, I love it. Let's go, women. But don't just throw that in there for the sake of throwing in. Just showing her be a badass unnecessarily, because even Daredevil ain't getting shown being a badass unnecessarily. Anytime he whooping some ass, is pushing story progression. He's finding something out. She just did that so we can have a woman moment, and I'm like, okay, don't make it so obvious. I felt like I'm watching a certain movie.
I feel like them.
Tell me about Black Lives Matter. Since Black Lives are in it.
I thought that might have been. Do we know that she has a gun before then? Do we know she's carrying a gun?
Yeah.
We do know.
We always know she's carrying.
We always know she's carrying.
From season 2, she's been carrying.
Fair enough. You're right. Yeah, no, I don't have any reason.
Yeah, son. It just had no reason.
I
know there's a way to write into that, because let's say she was on her way to get some scoop, and while she was trying to go to this building to get some information, some niggas was outside, they was in her way, and then it turns out that nigga might even have some information that she didn't know that she even needed. There's a way to use that scene, work it in. We had our pro-women moment, and it don't feel so
forced.
Yeah, don't force it. You already got enough motherfuckers. Like I said this on previous FlyWithBats episode, son. The what feminism is supposed to stand for versus what the stereotype that it has latched onto it in 2018, they're not in line. You know what I'm saying? Like on bare bones minimum, it's supposed to be equal rights for women, equity and such for women, the same as men, etc., whoop-de-woo. But when you say feminists around certain people, now it's a man hater, or them women that want too much, or they hate men. There's always some crazy extra shit. And you know what I mean? When you come into an arena like comics and you force, most of these little fanboy comic boys are fucking sexist. So sorry to say it, though. They like little boys. A lot of them, they don't like women and shit, or they wish they could get certain girls. All kind of random shit happen with a lot of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Not all. Of course not all. Because there's a large percentage of niggas like us. It's just some niggas that like some comics. Yeah. But when I talk about the boys club that female comic writers talk about it all the time. Female comic lovers talk about all the time. This boys club as if they too dumb to get comics. So don't give motherfuckers ammunition by tacking on scenes that can be smooth to put in such a tightly written season like this. Like you say, this feels like a Dark Knight of comic book seasons. Yeah. And if I had to give you a minus, and it's a nitpick because it's this one little scene, it's a nitpick in all manners of the word. Okay. But when I was just thinking about her, I thought about that scene that came out the blue, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about this in the podcast. What? Exactly that, her doing that scene. So Moving on from Karen. Let's get to Matt. Matt Murdock, the title character. Man, dog, we really watched Matt go from, I don't want to be Matt Murdock. Daredevil is only who I am. To, hey guys, back to being friends.
Hey everybody, I'm back alive again. You know, I just need your wallet. But I can't tell you I need your wallet. So
Nigga.
Here's what I need you to do.
Son, Charlie Cox is Daredevil. I don't care if he's saying that he doesn't want to only be known as Daredevil. That's why he's trying to do other things. I'm sorry, Charlie. You're Daredevil, man. Now when I read the comic books, like I've heard this oftentimes, many of us have even said this, that when you read Batman comic books, you hear your boy Kevin Conroy, the animated voice in your head oftentimes. And I often feel that way too. When I'm reading comics, I hear him. Like, when I read Daredevil now, man, it's you.
You hear Charlie Cox?
It's Charlie now, man. Okay. I read Daredevil like it's him talking to me. I swear to God, dog. Like he has that perfect blend, and that's the thing. J.Steel not here. I did not hate Ben Affleck's Daredevil film. It had problems, but they had a funny Bullseye. They had a believable Kingpin in Michael Clark Duncan, funny Bullseye in Colin Farrell. And I understand, you didn't like him. I dug it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Ben Affleck played it as straight as he could. You know what I mean? Everything with him and Electra was kind of fucking corny. But when we just
I like Jennifer Garner. Didn't like him.
I like her, but I didn't like them. They were corny.
Together,
that was a corny love story.
And I agree with that, but I don't fault them for that. I fault more so the script for that.
Well, I'll give it that too, but
I do agree with you.
The whole beginning of Daredevil, the movie with Ben Affleck, where you see him in his darkness, he pulls a tooth out, he playing a blind role. Like, they'd have kept it at that tone and kept him like that throughout the movie. You had something. Because I remember being young and that movie coming on, I thought, this is going to be some badass shit. You feel me?
Well, and then too, it came at a time, like, I don't know, for me, at least I had high expectations because of, like, Spiderman and stuff like that. And, like, this being the first movie, I was kind of expecting more.
Wait, so Spider-Man was what, 02? I think Daredevil was 03. I think Daredevil the movie was 03. So I mean, Spider-Man might have been 02 then. Right?
Like summer 02 maybe, I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, that's fucked up when you got to compare Daredevil. Now I ain't trying to compare Daredevil with Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah, I know that's unfair.
Damn.
I know that's unfair, but it was sort of it was like, I feel like they weren't too far away from one another.
They weren't. Like, I'm right. Just look it up. Spider-Man came out in 02 and Daredevil came out in 03.
03, yeah. So I just was kind of feeling like, well, this has the potential to kind of give me that same kind of feel. And then at the end of the day, nah, not really. I didn't, and then again, I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I just didn't love it. I mean, it gave me one of my favorite songs of that year. So I mean, I did.
What song?
Wake Me Up Inside.
Wake me up inside.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love that shit. I still love that shit.
That was the Daredevil soundtrack.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. All right.
That's when your girl and she was doing
Wake me up.
Yeah.
I can't go.
Yeah, that's the shit.
Wait, my nigga, I didn't see you.
Fucking right, but I didn't hate the movie. I just didn't love it. It wasn't what I expected. It didn't give me what I expected.
Elektra made it so much better. I mean, the film Elektra, how much it sucked, made me look back on that movie and finally enjoy it, because Elektra's one of the worst comic movies ever made.
But Elektra was an abortion that should not have gone full time.
Son, and that's the thing, dude. I'm very biased to comic book films. Very biased to comic book films.
Right.
You got to make a very bad comic book film for me to throw it under the bus, because even some bad comic book properties, I still like Titans. Like I said, I can see the problems with it. Like Gotham, I see the problems with it. So it's like, you got to be really awful for me to say I can't find anything redeeming about you, and that is Elektra, the film. Stay away from it if you're listening. There's no reason to watch it. If you want a pretty good Elektra, go watch Daredevil Season 2.
Yeah.
Girl swags.
I mean, well, here's the thing. Elektra almost murders the property beyond sort of revitalization. She it was so bad. But then you get to the Daredevil iteration, or the Netflix Daredevil iteration of Elektra, and that is just like, she just kind of comes in with so much sort of swag. Dude, it's kind of like, damn, this is how you could have done it, or this is another take on it. It's like, okay, cool, because none of this was in my head. Okay, she's back to life again.
Nigga,
you brought her back.
Now,
to life.
Season 2 of Daredevil, because you come in hoping for Season 1, like, oh, Karen and Matt is so cute.
Well, there, won't they?
And then when she come, you understand fully why Matt forgot Karen Page's name for that entire season. Fully, dog. That woman is still your man. That was Angelina coming in on Jennifer. That's exactly what that felt like. That felt like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that was Mrs.
Son, he did not get this woman a second look when Electric came through, dog.
Yeah, he sort of kind of went into like a fucking Lotus Den or some shit. With
Karen who?
Yeah. What's her name again?
What's her name? Fog, you can smash Fog. It's cool. I ain't tripping no more.
You can have it.
Nigga.
Look, hey, Foggy, I'm never coming home.
Right, come on, son. But in this season,
I'm
dude,
never coming home.
I feel like Charlie Cox did everything that was needed, dog. Like, once again, we always give Iron Fist shit, but once again, Charlie Cox makes me believe that a blind man can kick ass. Mm-hmm. Even when he has to duck in and out with him and his stunt double, I still believe that a blind man can kick ass. From every part of the season, watching him build himself back up from completely being broken mentally and physically, to building his mental back up, to getting his hope back up, to getting his faith back up, to building his body back up, to him learning how to kick ass. Even though I can't do a backflip, I'm going to do boxing like my daddy, get my confidence back, you know what I mean? I'm going to take down here this whole brigade, I'm going to take down Fist. Should I kill him? Shouldn't I kill him? What should I do? You feel me? What do I need to do? What's going on? And then like him trying to get back into society while feeling like a martyr and getting over heartbreak as a character, while getting over it's so many complications and layers that the writing gave and the character gave, even when he's not speaking a word, that just works. Even when he's wrong. There's times in this series when he's wrong, but you still Matt, we still riding with you, dog. We just hope you get back. We hope you get back.
Yeah, you've been through it. You riding, you rocking and you rolling, and but you riding a little hard, man. Why don't you slow down, brother, slow down. But I dug the whole. I dug the build up. Like I said, this is real Dark Knight-esque or Dark Knight Rises-esque.
And I guess pause. Something I noticed from watching it again. You're on episode 11 going into 12, right?
Yes, sir.
Matt and Kingpin have not been in the same room at all, have they?
No. There was excuse me. The moment when they were they were supposed to be. I think. Yeah, you're right. They haven't. They were supposed to be, and then Matt had to go save Karen at the church.
So just dock that when you watching the rest of it. Keep going. That's all I'm going to say. Keep watching.
And okay.
This is nothing major. It's just interesting. That's all.
Major.
Keep going.
It feels major.
It's not major at all.
What was I saying about Matt? We're talking about Matt, right?
Yeah, we on Mr. Murdoch, man, and him and his Kingpin situation, and like really his whole build up as a character, and we got to see him go back to basics with the old school.
Shit. Yeah, I dug how because this is real Dark Knight Rises-esque, where we kind of see like how the man had a building fall on. That's much different than just years and years of physical abuse, I guess, to your body. But this is more so, my man.
He was broken.
He was broken, basically.
Yeah.
Right. And that whole build up to sort of him not quite being the same Daredevil, having to kind of switch up his style, and almost too really not letting himself fully heal, just sort of going back out there really before he was ready.
Him and Frank Castle are trying to go blow for blow to see who go fuck themselves up
the worst. Yeah,
but
Frank can keep going. Like Frank can take pain, but like my man here, like listen, you get hit in the head the wrong way, your eardrum goes out, dude. You can't see or hear whatever you think you can see. You ain't seeing shit.
Man, my son.
You fucked.
One thing I know is that Daredevil do is that my nigga take naps. My son to get his ass whooped, pass out, then he back in the fight. He took so many naps, dog. He like you said, Frank can just keep going until he's just like a heap of mess. Daredevil gets knocked out, take a nap. You scared for Karen for a little while, and then he'll pop back up. I'm good, y'all. You know what I mean? Getting his ass whooped a little bit, Foggy. Start screaming. I'm here, y'all. Caught the fucking baton. You ain't gonna die.
I take power naps.
I gotta take this power nap because I'm a little dude. I'm a little guy, bro. I'm slim, son. I'm slim and muscled and blind, son. My powers ain't super strength. That's why I'll be yelling at the screaming at Matt, like, yo, Matt, super strength ain't one of yourn, dog.
Nah, man.
You only got heightened senses and you ninja. Past that, you is a regular ass motherfucker, bro. Stop doing this shit that your body can't take.
Lean into it, man. Lean into your strengths.
Son, please.
But yeah.
I want a Daredevil game, by the way, but please.
Oh shit, that would be so dude, man, you took the words right out of my mouth. So watching the parking lot, there was a parking lot, I can't remember what sequence this is or when it came in there, but he's in the parking lot and the FBI sort of kind of combing through, and he's taking them out one by one. Yeah. And I'm like, man, this shit is so like video game-esque. Yeah. It's like, I don't know if the movie world is taken from the video game world, or the video game world was vice versa.
Whatever the symbiosis is, I'm riding with you, son.
I'm riding with it. And it's like, this could work. I mean, I think there's enough want out there for like a Daredevil game. I mean, this shit could really rock.
Son, Batman opened that door. You feel me? And it showed you that we love these superhero games. Right now, comic book movies are selling crazily. You should capitalize on it. That's why I say, why don't we have an Ultimate Alliance 3 right now? With all these comic book movies coming out, Ultimate Alliance had all of these Avengers, all these people in one game, do a fire storyline based off the comics, and make it a co-op joint, and let's get all this money. And at the same time as doing that, you did a Batman, now you got a Spiderman, Daredevil one, hype up the stealth action, dog. You can do it right. And it will sell out just like the Spider-Man is doing, just like the Batman did.
And then you could have like Daredevil vision.
Nigga, have Daredevil vision.
You gotta fucking listen to the pings and the shit off the walls, like, you know what I mean?
Make it more of a stealth type game, because like Spider-Man has a few stealth type missions on it. Batman has a lot of stealth missions on their level of games. And I'm saying Daredevil was mainly basically those two characters put together in many aspects. So I feel like take certain aspects from both games. I make it more of a stealth because he's blind and he gotta use his vision. And dude, there's so many ways to put it. But as far as the show goes, man, I just hope that they get greenlit for the season 4. The way that it ends, if they don't get a season 4, it's not as jarring as Luke Cage not getting a season 4. But there's just so much more story to tell, guys. That's why I keep saying the best spaces for comic book films is in the serialized medium. TV is the best spot to adapt comics to me. Movies are great, but you can't cover as much intricately and nuanced in a freaking movie as you can when you know you got 23 weeks, 13 weeks, whatever.
Yeah, it's all about budget, man. I mean, I would even say that like this, if y'all could put everything to this level, y'all could maybe even like put a little bit more cash into this. I mean, like I don't know, like this show, or at least this season, out of all the things, like I never once watched this and felt like, man, this was a budgetary constraint or whatever. Like I never felt like
you
that.
You could tell they did everything they wanted to do. It felt like they did everything they wanted to do.
This felt like the show that it is. Like this is in terms of Marvel, Netflix. This is their bread and butter. This is sort of the best thing I think they have on the slate, and it's not going anywhere because of that. And
because even looking at Titans has a certain few budget constraints at times when I'm watching it. You can see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But nope. But yeah,
even with Bullseye, which I think probably cost them most to have his ass on screen throwing shit at people. But
I think that's probably one of those tricks that's slickly simple.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, more than likely.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's one of those that there's a cheat for. Unlike I don't know. Like that first scene when we come back and he's in the water and you know that, oh my God, how they even doing this shot right now with the building. When he's
in the very beginning.
Tunnel, yeah. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
But yeah, dude. But that's basically all I gotta say about Daredevil season 3 right now, dog. Like I think it's amazing. I think it's a must watch. Even though nigga just spoil this bitch up and down, go back and watch it again. I know I most likely will. And like I said, even going back to your boy, I know. But that's the thing. We're gonna still talk about these last 2 episodes once you see them.
Okay.
Because there's certain things I want to cover once you see everything. You feel me? So yeah. Right. So. We're gonna pause our talk on Daredevil for now, son. But anybody that watched the whole fucking season already know, dog. Like they hit masterpiece status. They hit masterpiece status. So Jessica Jones season 3 and Punisher season 2. Since y'all only niggas standing, y'all got some heavy lifting to do.
Do they? Is Punisher getting a season 2?
I thought he was
greenlit. I just don't remember.
Season 2 of Punisher is greenlit. Okay. Season 3 of Jessica Jones hasn't been yet.
Yeah. Okay.
When
is the contract up for or when is Disney doing their own streaming service?
Disney doing their streaming service at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020.
Okay,
that's their plan. But once again, everything that's on Netflix is supposed to stay on Netflix. But once again, when you see these niggas canceling some of these things, that make you nervous. But
just a bit, yeah.
The thing about Disney is they can do all things, and it's so crazy, man. I just shared this article about how we talking about like X-Men and Fantastic Four. Avatar is about to be Disney.
Avatar, the James
Blue
Cameron?
People, yes. Disney
sold
about
it to Disney?
That's a Fox property.
Oh,
Yes.
because of the deal, that's gonna happen. You
Dog,
sure?
they get, yes, I'm absolutely sure. They don't see, their deal is to get all of Fox properties, son. There's a long list of just Fox properties that they just have, like Alien and shit, that they just have now. There's gonna be Disney. Imagine when Disney makes the Avatar world at their theme park. Come on, son. They about to do all kind of crazy shit with all these characters that they own now, son. It's ridiculous. So I'm saying, y'all have the means to make Luke and Iron Fist continue on. You have the money and the means. Look how much shit that you own right now. Here's my plea, bring our nigga Luke back. He might have been a corny motherfucker, but he was our corny motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Agreed.
You dig?
You dig.
So, yep, that's the Reviewing That Show. We reviewed some Daredevil, a little bit, a lot of bit. We get y'all feelings. I don't know what more can I say.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Just go watch it, man, if you haven't already.
Son, it makes no sense for Iron Fist scenes to look the way they do when you look at the fight scenes that are in this show.
What, it makes no sense? Like they shouldn't look that good?
I mean, they shouldn't look that bad. Like Iron Fist people.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like,
talking about Iron Fist.
Yeah, Daredevil makes me believe every style of fighting that they throw in there, I believe is happening. While Iron Fist looks like y'all were watching Daredevil and then y'all decided to try that shit, but y'all not them.
I mean, you gotta chop that poisonous snake off at the head, and the problem with Iron Fist is Iron Fist. Or what's his name? Finn? Yeah, Finn Jones. Finn Jones is our main problem. From the very first scene where we can see him waiting for the man to throw the next punch.
You know what, bro? It's his fault that Luke Cage is canceled.
Why is it his fault?
Because he made Iron Fist suck, which made them believe they could cancel any of those shows. So once he made Iron Fist suck, and that had to be canceled, then it was like, well, we just canceled Iron Fist. Y'all having creative differences over here, huh, Luke Cage? Y'all get canceled too, motherfuckers. I'm blaming Finn Jones and his whack-ass Iron Fist. Because everything else Iron Fist was good, besides him. But he the nigga who needed to be good. And fight scenes. So fuck you, Finn Jones, and fuck whoever was the fight coordinator that didn't realize this man needed a whole year or so to get in that good way. And also, don't cast Finn Jones. Cast a white nigga who knows martial arts already that acts. They exist. How many Power Rangers we got at this point? I don't fucking know. But we getting out of this. We getting out of here. Tommy could have been Iron Fist, goddammit.
Tommy could have been Iron
Fist. Iron Fist is here. I'd take him over Finn Jones, nigga. Dragon Sword.
I'd take anybody over Finn Jones.
Iron Fist.
I'd take an unknown, but they wouldn't go that route.
He could have beat the Dragon Sword, and that's how he got the fist. Remember, he beat the dragon. We could have rolled with that shit. Anyway.
Yo, that could have been like an inside joke.
Yes.
Like, yeah. Oh, yeah, that would have worked.
No, he's acting this hard. He's acting with no word, but either way.
Nah, probably wouldn't.
There's many people, but this is that actor guy. It's that actor guy. Evil Marty, man. Mr. Bats. Signing out. Hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com to let us know what you want us to get into, what you want us to review. I read the title of the email that we have sitting there from my dude Peanut. And yes, this is going to be interesting because I have no interest in this film. So it's going to be even fun to make myself watch it and then have to review it. And I won't tell you what it is until we get to the email on the next episode. Let them know who you is, Marty. Ha ha.
Alright, just
ha ha.
Wait, you're not going to tell me what the movie is until the next episode?
Until we read the review, yep. Live.
Okay, but wait, shouldn't I watch the movie first?
Oh no, we're not gonna watch it.
Oh, we're not gonna watch it.
No, we're gonna review that lightning, and then I'm gonna read the email, and then on that next review on that, we're gonna just run it on, the joint that he made us watch. Because once again, if you recommend it, we're gonna do it.
Okay.
If you recommend it, no matter what it is, I'm letting y'all people out there listening, no matter what it is. If you recommend it, we're going to watch it.
Oh, boy. All right. Fair enough. You can find me, Marty, Marty Edwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Also, go to lowrainpictures.com where I co-host a show there for the time being with the Arrogant Observer called Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer. Check us out. Oh, Luke. We'll miss you.
Luke Cage's splash page just came up on the big screen because Netflix is just on. And
yeah. Gotta say goodbye. It's so hard to say goodbye.
It's so hard
to say goodbye to Mr. Cage.
Bye, y'all.
Peace out.